think we're live. Just making sure, because we've had problems with this before. One of these days, I'm not going to start out the live stream by doing this, but also, like, nobody's here yet, so it's probably fine. Okay. That says we're live. I'm just going to assume we're live. And my audio appears to be saying, picking things up, so that's good. Okay. So, it is the 103rd Battle of Ohio, y'all. This is not the most exciting Battle of Ohio possibly ever. The Bengals obviously are. I don't even know what the odds are. Like, I'm curious now. The Bengals I'm assuming are favored to win, because they have a lot left to play for, and the Browns not so much. Yeah, the Bengals are 9.5 point favorites according to Fox Sports. The over/under is set at 46.5, and I predicted 24-17, so I think that means I'm taking the under. If I'm right. Yeah. 41. Yeah. So my over/under is at 41, and the standard over/under for at least what Fox Sports is predicting is 46.5. So I'm taking the under in this game because the last time the Bengals and Browns played, there wasn't a whole lot of offense. And Myles Garrett seems to be motivated to be a spoiler. That's like most of his comments lately have been like, I'm not trying to rebuild or anything like that. But also he was like, misery loves company when he was asked about the Bengals. Like, we ain't tanking. We want them to suffer too. And boy, would we be suffering if we lost this game, because we would be eliminated from playoff contention if we lose this game. But if we win this game, I don't think it really changes a whole lot, honestly. Like, there's some thought process there. Like, if the Bengals win, then next week's game against the Broncos is huge. I mean, it's not defining or anything. The Broncos would still be ahead of the Bengals as far as the playoff race goes. But, I mean, the Bengals got to get through the Browns first, Looks like Alex Kappa cleared concussion protocol, so he'll be playing. Orlando Brown remains out. Phenomenal. Okay. Logan Woodside, Charlie Jones, Tanner Hudson, Sam Hubbard, and Sheldon Rankins are also inactive. And of course, Sheldon Rankins is inactive. He's never playing. So that's who's inactive for the Bengals. I'm not seeing. I do know apparently DTR is starting for the Browns. That's why I put him in the thumbnail, right? I guess they benched Jameis Winston. He's actually the third string quarterback now. Like they signed Bailey Zappi, and he's now the second string quarterback ahead of Jameis. So, all right then, we get DTR. I think we got DTR last time, and he was just awful against us. So hopefully that continues. I'm not finding an inactives list. Here we go. Bengals, like I said, Logan Woodside, but is the emergency third quarterback. Charlie Jones, Orlando Brown, Tanner Hudson, Sam Hubbard, Sheldon Rankins. I said that earlier. For the Browns, Jameis Winston is the emergency third quarterback, so he's technically inactive, but, could play if both of the starters get hurt. So he's definitely not expected to play, and barring disaster. Cedric Tillman is inactive, and I know Cedric Tillman is a player. That's interesting because Tillman has had some good plays against us in the past. Khalif Halasi, not playing. Not entirely sure who that is. Chigazi Anusim? Chigazi Anusim? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. But he's inactive. I also don't know who he is. Brendan Bates, not entirely sure who that is. Shelby Harris, who I do know who that is, but I don't even know if he's like I don't remember if he's starting for the Browns at this point or not. I know he was like a free agent they picked up. Figure this out pretty quickly, I suppose. So as far as the Browns inactives go, if I could bring that back up. Let's see. So we got. Oh my God. Some of these websites, dude. Okay. Cedric Tillman. Now that's interesting because he's kind of more or less a starter. So Bengals won't have to see him today. Caleb Halasi is... Dude, what? Oh my god. Okay, here we go. I hate these buggy websites, dude. Caleb Halasi is the final cornerback on the roster, so that he's probably just naturally inactive. Chigozie Anusium is a backup. Brendan Bates, tight end, is the fourth stringer. So no surprise there, really. Shelby Harris is a starting defensive tackle, so that's something worth paying attention to. Cameron Thomas is the last string defensive end. So notable absences then, I suppose, today are Jameis Winston, who is, technically could play, but probably won't, barring complete disaster and injury luck for the Browns. And then Shelby Harris, who I just said is a starting defensive tackle. I thought he was. Shelby Harris is out. Jameis Winston almost certainly not going to be playing, and Cedric Tillman not playing. And those are the notable ones. For the Bengals, Orlando Brown Jr. obviously is a loss, but we've been winning without him against these not so great teams. So, yeah, it's going to be what it's going to be. Also, we do have Alex Kappa, which is, helps a little bit. Sam Hubbard not playing, but I think that was a little to be expected because he's allegedly been dealing on and off with injury issues this year. And he also hasn't really been particularly good when in at defensive end. And when he scored that touchdown last week against the Titans, as an offensive player, there was a lot of speculation that could end up being his last snap as a Bengal. So I'm not surprised to see Sam Hubbard inactive. Get more reps out of Miles Murphy and Joseph Osai, and I think that's generally a good thing. Not best of, not to say anything, heinous about Sam Hubbard. He was great. He was a great Bengal. He just seems to be a little past his prime at this point. And then Sheldon Rankins, Sheldon Rankins feels like another one of those free agency busts. Man, it sure would have been nice if he had worked out, but he's just kind of not worked out. So that's that is going to be what it is, and which is crazy because I thought Sheldon Rankins was a big, I thought Sheldon Rankins was really going to be an impact type of free agent signing for us, and he just has not at all. It's crazy. What's up, Sports Production 17? Your Bills are friends of mine these days right now, right? Because obviously the Texans lost to the Chiefs, which was depressing, and I can't say I'm going to root for the Steelers to beat the Chiefs next week. And actually, the Steelers do need to. The Steelers are still incentivized because they lost to the Ravens, so they need to win to clinch the division, right? Steelers need to win to clinch the division, so they certainly won't be. Both the Chiefs and that'll be a good game, I think, between the Chiefs and the Steelers. And not for me, I'm gonna hate every second of it, but it is what it is. And I'm not gonna root for the Steelers by any means, but at the same time, if they win, then they will not have anything to play for against us in Week 18, and the Chiefs will have something to play against the Broncos for in Week 18. And so the less slim than it seems to have been playoff scenario for the Bengals is probably more likely if the Steelers beat the Chiefs. And I hate everything about it, but I will probably look the other way if that happens. Mikey says Steelers 11-6, and frankly, Mikey, if the Steelers beat the Chiefs, that's probably what's going to happen. I'm dumbfounded, honestly, that's the most likely scenario for the Steelers right now actually is 11-6. I hate it. I hate it. But anyway, Bengals playoff chances still on the line. If they win today, then they next week, take care of business against the Broncos. And then obviously the following week, you got to beat the Steelers. But if the defense is playing even a little bit better, they can do that, right? I don't like rooting for that, but it is what it is. And I don't think I will be rooting for it, but I also will probably look the other way if it happens, right? But like, we do want the Chiefs incentivized to beat the Broncos in week 18. And if they're incentivized, they almost certainly will beat the Broncos. And then all the Bengals got to do is win out, which seemed really unlikely, like even just a week ago. But the path is there. Like the Bengals have, I looked this up earlier. If the Bengals do win out, which is still assuming they're going to beat the Broncos and the Steelers, but the Broncos look a little more vulnerable than I thought. And then the Steelers, like we came close to them last time, right? So if the Bengals win out, then their playoff odds are 40%. Like that's a real thing. The Bengals playoff odds go up to 40% if they win out. And they got to win out. If they lose today, they're eliminated. Like it's over. But if they win out, their playoff odds are 40%. Now, the 40% there is basically because you have to like bet. Like it's not just the Broncos actually. You have to bet on the Broncos losing to the Chiefs in week 18, which maybe, if things go well. But also in addition to that, you need I think you still need the Dolphins and the Colts to lose one more game. So this week, and that'd be just nice if it happened. This week you've got the Colts are playing the Titans during this Bengals game, so we'll be kind of watching that. Hopefully the Titans can kind of pull things together in that game. And then the Dolphins, are they on? No, they can't possibly be. No, okay, here we go. They play the 49ers at 4:25. So after the Bengals game, if the Bengals win and the Colts lose, then we'll be watching. I'm not gonna be streaming, but we'll be watching the Dolphins 49ers game, and hoping that the 49ers can pull that one off. And if that's the case, then all the Bengals got to do is win out, and the only thing that needs to happen is the Broncos need to lose to the Chiefs in Week 18. And if that happens, then the playoffs are on the table. And it's a real, legitimate thought process. Like we can really, genuinely say that is a real possibility. That's still betting on a lot, right? But we got to have something, Mikey says Bengals 23-17, which is almost identical to what I said, 24-17. So we're of a mind on that one, right? The Lions have a legit opportunity to put up 70 against the Bears. I mean, I don't know about that. The Bears are bad. Don't get me wrong. The Lions are good, but 70 is a lot of points, man. That's only that's happened twice in NFL history that the teams put up 70 points. Now one of them was very recent, but the other one was back in the 40s. Book your tickets to New Orleans whenever you can. Yeah. Well, again, Mikey. Okay. I know. I said I'd do that, and I'll do it. Me and my wife wanted to go to New Orleans at some point anyway, so we'll book a trip to go there, and I'll let you know when we're there, and then I'll come shake your hand as I said I would, and we could even make a thing about it on the channel. But damn you, God. But then you need Indy to lose to one of Tennessee, New York Giants, or Jacksonville. But Indy. They're, I'm more concerned about the Broncos than I am the Colts. That's an easy schedule for the Colts, but let's check the rest of the Colts. The Colts are 6-8 too. It's not like they're, really feeling any better than we are. Maybe slightly because they're technically ahead of us, and their schedule is easier, to be fair. But this year they lost to the Jaguars last time they played them. Don't forget that, 37-34. They barely beat the Titans last time they played them, 20-17. And then who's the other one? New York Giants. Yeah, well, Giants are the Giants. Giants, the 2-12. Oh my God, 2-12 Giants. Just please, Titans, get the job done today. If the Titans get the job done today, then I don't have to worry about this the next couple weeks. The Giants have not won a game since week 5 against the Seahawks. They haven't really been getting. Mostly, they haven't been getting blown out, though. There's been, obviously, they lost to the Ravens 35-14. They lost to the Buccaneers 30-7. But other than that, they lost 14-11 to the Saints. So their defense seems like it's all right? Lost to the Cowboys 27-20. Lost to the Panthers 20-17. Commanders 27-22. And the Commanders are a damn good team. So then they lost to the Steelers 26-18. But that's still not a blowout, right? The Eagles, okay, 28-3, they lost to the Eagles. And then the Bengals beat them 17-7. But it's like the Giants seem like they have a pretty solid defense. So I don't know how they'll play against the Colts, but, I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule the Giants beating the Colts out. That's a possibility. But, I'm much more confident in the idea of the Titans potentially beating them this week or the Jaguars beating them in Week 18. And that's just simply because it's, rivalry games. And, as we heard from Myles Garrett this week, it's real fun for division rivals to play spoiler. They sure just like doing that. Like Myles Garrett, wants to zero in on trying to beat the Bengals this week because he said, quote, misery loves company. So I'm sure the Titans and the Jaguars feel the same way about the Colts. So, I wouldn't. I'm not worried about the Colts just yet. Like, obviously they got to lose. I think they will though. And then the Dolphins. If I recall, the Dolphins didn't have a particularly difficult schedule either, but I gotta go check that actually. Game's about to start, by the way. So the Dolphins, they play the 49ers, and the 49ers and Dolphins are roughly about evenly matched right now, so there's that. Browns, and then Jets. I mean, the Jets are the thing, The Jets and the 49ers are potential losses, and then the Browns is the Browns. Bengals won't make the playoffs, meaningless game, sorry. It's not a meaningless game, Jim. It's not, if you say the Bengals won't make the playoffs, that's a fair perspective, and even if the Bengals win out, they still have a 60% chance to miss the playoffs, but they also have a 40% chance to make it if they win out. So this game does matter. This game isn't meaningless. Now, if they lose, the Broncos game next week is meaningless, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep fighting until the end, because I know they will. All right, so looks like the Colts, God, looks like the Browns get the ball first, and they're in their whiteout uniforms. Bengals got their black jersey, orange pants on. All right, and that's going to be return, and he's going to be tackled. Nice, good coverage there. Tackled around the 22, 23. Looks like I did not see who made that tackle, but good play there by the Bengals coverage unit. Bears are inept. They can't do anything right, and the Lions are angry. It's a recipe for 70. Well, I get it, but I just that's a lot. But fair enough. We have each other email, so you know how to contact me. Yeah, I will, Mikey. I will if the Steelers finish 11-6, then I will come meet you in New Orleans. All right, so Jerome Ford, oh my God. Jerome Ford gets a run right up the middle. He just breaks through the entire fucking line, and the Bengals are just completely inept. Cam Taylor-Britt eventually stops him, but not before he gets down to the 10 fucking yard line. And that's what's that, an 80-yard run, 70-yard run, something like that? Holy crap. Is that really the way we're going to start this out? Jesus Christ. See, that right there is why the likelihood of the Bengals making the playoffs right now is so low, because if they win out, it's a 40% chance. But the idea of them winning out, it's this one play against the Browns, they'll probably get their shit together. The Browns will probably turn the ball over. It'll probably be fine. But then we got to play the Broncos and the Steelers, and that's where you're okay, maybe the odds are still pretty low. But you never know. The Bengals went out and they take care of business. That's on the table. At least it wasn't the Raiders on Indy's schedule. Yeah, it was on the Chargers. All right, so it's going to be a handoff to Jerome Ford there from DTR, and they actually stop him there. That's nice, thanks. Give him 2 yards. Good job, Bengals, for doing it that time. Oh, they only give him 1 yard. Okay. I'm so glad to know we're starting Rattler tomorrow. Yeah, well, yeah, at this point, might as well, Mikey. Saints need to win out, and Tampa and Atlanta need to lose out. I doubt that's going to happen. Tampa particularly. Tampa's not going to lose out, but keep hope alive. Why not? 2nd and 9, DTR takes a shotgun snap. He's going to just run with it there, and oh god, they give him like 9 yards, 8 yards, and it's going to be a little short of a first down. It's going to be 3rd and like 1, and god, this Bengals defense, dude, I hate them. I really hate them. And I give them credit when they do well, but it's only really happened against bad teams this year. And right now, we're playing a bad team led by DTR, who, as I recall, we held to like 10 points last time we played them in Cleveland. This is in Cincinnati. Like, have some fucking pride, seriously. 3rd and 2. Browns are lining up under center. ATL did bench Kirk. I heard that. They got Michael Penix in, which is that's interesting. I'm not an anti-Kirk guy by any means, but I am really interested to see what Michael Penix does. Brown's taking a timeout, by the way. We got 13 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd and 2. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Michael Penix can do. That's definitely interesting. Bengals must win final 3 games. Denver must lose final 2 games, but also that one of those games is against the Bengals, so that's kind of inherent. Miami and Indianapolis must lose one game each. Yeah, that's the Bengals' path to the playoffs, which, if the Bengals win out, seems like a pretty good shot. The real question there at that point is, do the Chiefs play their starters in Week 18, and do the Colts and Dolphins drop one more? DTR hands the ball off, Jerome Ford, and I think he got it fucking in the end zone. God damn it. Dude, this defense is just fucking soft. Honestly. Now they're saying, I don't know. I'm sitting here calling them soft, and they might have actually stopped him from getting in the end. Yeah, I think they did. I think they did stop him from getting in the end zone. Okay. He's going to be like an inch short, but still. And it's going to be a first down. So, like, wonderful. Yay. I'm so glad that we stopped them. Kareem Hunt in the game now. All right, it's going to be handoff Kareem Hunt, and they might have stopped him again. Now the refs are saying touchdown. That was close, but let's see the replay. Oh, I'm sorry, not Kareem Hunt. Deontay Foreman. My bad. Deontay Foreman. I think he got in the end zone, but I also thought he might have been short, so I kind of want to see the replay here. Tank Dell out for the season. I saw that. I heard it was a very gruesome injury. All right. No, he's short. That's short. That's definitely short. That's a false on the part of the refs. That is absolutely short. Wait, is that a fumble? Did Von Bell knock that ball out? Oh, Von Bell knocked that ball out. And the Bengals recovered. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on a minute. Now, I mean, it's really hard to see. I think it's absolutely true that that's not a touchdown. But this might be a fumble. Hold on. It's kind of tough to see, but they do have a good angle. So if the refs feel that it's sufficient evidence, then, I mean, this could be overturned. But it does look like they knock the ball out, and the Bengals wrestle the ball away on underneath. So, like clear recovery by the Bengals, and it looks like a clear fumble. I think it depends on what they're saying. Like, was he down before the ball started coming out? I don't know. I didn't look that closely, so we'll have to see. Kareem Hunt is in Kansas City. Yeah, my bad. Deontay Foreman. I saw 27, and I saw dreads, and I don't know the Browns roster like the back of my hand, so I assumed it was Kareem Hunt. My bad. Because I know he came back to the Browns, but I know you're right. He is back in Kansas City now. It's fair. Washington went for it on 4th and 1 near their own 49 in the first minute. Did they get it? From their own 49. Jesus Christ. Did they get it? Doesn't look like it. Eagles have the ball, so it doesn't look like they got it. Nope, they didn't get it. Looks like they tried to run the ball and didn't get it. So that's crazy. What an unnecessary risk to take. Honestly, that's silly. That's honestly silly. I don't know what they're thinking. Eagles got the ball in phenomenal field goal range now, and in phenomenal field position now. Sorry. We almost beat Washington. I was looking at that earlier. Was it 14-11? Just couldn't. I don't know. Wait, no, that was the Giants, right? I don't know. I don't remember now. Probably figure that out. Fail can't miss the field goal. Well, rip. Y'all playing the Packers this week. Be funny if you beat them. It'd be really funny if you beat the Packers. All right. Nobody's really making any indication of what happened yet. Okay, that was the Giants you beat 14-11. Commanders, you only lost 20-19. So that's nuts. What if you got the 2? That's true. The Bengals did get the fumble. Okay, so it turned out the Bengals got the fumble. Like the refs overturned the play, looks like, and the Bengals got the fumble recovery. Now, they got the ball at, like, the 1 yard line, like, inch yard line, really. And there's a flag. It looked like a Bengal jumped, but it looked like he might have been reacting to the Browns. And what are they going to call here? They're going to call offsides on the Browns. Cool. Let's go. Offsides on the Browns, and that'll give the Bengals a little bit of breathing room, too. Let's go. What a turn of events. Like I sit here and the defense pisses me off. And it's like you can't keep relying on turnovers. Like I've been preaching this for like 3 years now. You can't just keep relying on turnovers because eventually you're not going to get it done. But they got it done there. So I'll whatever. 1st and 5 now. Joe Burrow's going to fake the handoff. Chase Brown throws, and that's caught by T. Higgins. It's going to be about a 4-yard pickup, I want to say. Not quite enough for a first down, but it was 1st and 5, so that's perfectly fine. Does a really good job to hold on to that through contact, too. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Kareem Hunt tried to extend in the end zone, and because of that, he didn't get his knee down. Which I think from his perspective, he's trying to think, I'm going to get into, if my knee goes down, I don't get in the end zone. So, but it backfired because he ended up fumbling. Let's go. 2nd and 1. I said Kareem Hunt again. Deontay Foreman. Chase Brown takes the handoff, and he only picks up like 3 yards, but that's enough for a first down, so it's all good. But yeah, Deontay Foreman was trying to like push his way into the end zone and ended up fumbling. So keeping his knee off the ground ended up backfiring on him. So that's what happened. Phenomenal play by Von Bell to make that happen. Dude, I freaking love Von Bell. I know he hasn't been as good as, we need him to be this year, but that's my favorite player, period. Von Bell just is a legend. I freaking love Von Bell. I wish he was playing better. I really do. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line now. Joe Burrow's under center, motioning Jamar Chase out to the... it's actually going to be a jet sweep to Jamar Chase now, and it's going to be about a 7-yard pickup. Good play. Good play. Did I manifest that turnover? Because I was talking about, like, oh, man, the Browns are moving, but you know what? I still think we're going to be fine because the Browns are probably going to end up turning the ball over, and then they turned the ball over. So I think I manifested that. Let's go. I think I straight up manifested that. That's pretty cool. All right, 2nd and 3 now. Joe Burrow's in the shotgun formation. He's got Chase Brown to his left. He's motioning Jamar Chase to the right for real this time. And he's going to take the snap, rolls back, throws, got Jamar Chase. There you go. Makes a man miss. And then does not make the second man miss, but still picks up about, I'm going to say that was about a 10-yard gain or so. Either way, it was definitely going to be a first down, but he got some extra yards after that. So it's 1st and 10 now. Bengals offense moving. That's good. That's very good. Wow, I'm still shocked that happened. Like that fumble, it feels like Ernest Biner, the old school Browns reference there. Except the difference is that happened against John Elway in the playoffs, but Joe Burrow was pointing to his wrist. I hate how Let's just stop focusing on his wrist, people. Chase Brown takes the handoff, and he gets past the first line, and there you go. Does some shifty movement there. Gets about a 15-yard pickup before he's pushed out of bounds. That's going to be another Bengals first down. Dude, Chase Brown has been really, really... Like there's been a lot of encouraging stuff. Like, even if the Bengals don't make the playoffs, there's been a lot of guys, like young guys, who have been making encouraging plays lately. Like showing that maybe next year, if they can put the right pieces, particularly on defense, then, you know, they've got the talent to kind of get back to, you know, business as usual. Chase Brown's one of them. Shotgun formation for Joe Burrow. The Bengals got the ball at the 45-yard line now. They're moving. Fakes the handoff. He's going to throw, and he's got a wide open T. Higgins, who, you know, tries to bowl through Denzel Mims. Doesn't really work, but that's fine. You know, he still picked up like 20 yards on that play. Gotta love it. I think that was Mims, right? No, I'm sorry. I said Denzel Mims. It was Denzel Ward. Denzel Mims, that's not even a... God, I just cannot remember anybody's name today. Denzel Mims is a wide receiver for the St. Louis Battlehawks. He's not even in the NFL anymore. What? God, remember when Bengals fans were like, you know, like a certain sect of Bengals fans on Twitter was like, that, like, we gotta make sure we do everything we can to target that guy in the draft. I think Jake Lisco was running him. All right, Chase Brown, another nice run down to 10-5, gets pushed out about the 3-yard line. Dude, this is really nice. Gotta love it. And like the Browns defense, you know, is not they're definitely better than the Bengals defense. I can tell you that. You know, so I mean, it's good to see them, like, good to see the offense playing like this regardless of the opponent. Because they do. The Bengals offense has been playing like this all year regardless of the opponent. The offense is not the issue. The defense is the issue. And I think the defense has always kind of been an issue. Because they used to rely on turnovers. They just haven't been getting turnovers. Joe Burrow shotgun formation, takes a snap, rolls back, steps up into coverage, and he throws before he goes down. And he got it for T. Higgins for the touchdown. Joe Burrow gets tripped up in the pocket, and at the very last second, I think he tripped over his own player, though. So at the very last second before he hits the ground, he throws to T. Higgins in the end zone, and T. Higgins comes down with the touchdown grab. Let's go. Dude, some phenomenal plays so far. Look at this. Joe Burrow steps back, and he's got a lot of pressure. He steps up in the pocket, trips over his own guy. Yeah, but it was never touched by a Brown, so, you know, he just, he falls over, and while he's falling over, manages to get the throw off, and T. Higgins gets in the end zone. But again, I didn't see if he hit the ground before he got the throw off, but it ultimately doesn't matter, because he tripped over his own guy. It was never touched by a Brown. It was really close, too. It's actually really hard to tell. Let's see if we can see that replay one more time in slow motion, maybe. They're not going to show it. We might look at it later. But what a play by Joe Burrow to get that ball to T. Higgins. That dude is a freaking legend. If the Bengals do miraculously make the playoffs, Joe Burrow is MVP, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Cade York's been not really all that encouraging last couple of weeks, and he gets the extra point in, but that was another close one. All right, Bengals up 7-0 over the Browns. Let's go. It's the 103rd Battle of Ohio, y'all. Bengals playoff hopes are still alive, although they do need some help. But the only way the Bengals can be eliminated from playoff contention is if they lose. Otherwise, really kind of hoping we can get a good result out of the Titans and out of the... who are the Dolphins playing? Well, 49ers. So the 49ers later, but like right now, really hoping we can get a good result out of the Titans. But even if both of those teams win, as the playoff hunt's still on, they're like the Dolphins and Titans just like still have they both have 3 games left to go, and they just got to win one of them, or they just got to lose one of them, and they still got division opponents left to play. So no reason to think that that's not going to happen. Then there's the Broncos. The Broncos is the big dragon that you got to slay. You got to beat them first, and then you got to hope that Kansas City beats them in Week 18, which I I can't stomach rooting for the Steelers. But if the Steelers happen to beat them next week, then maybe that's just not the worst thing that ever happened, you know? And then if that does happen, if the Steelers do beat the Chiefs next week, like, do y'all realize I'm going to have to root for Mikey to be right? Because the Bengals will play the Steelers next week, and I'm going to root for the Bengals to beat them because that keeps the Bengals' very slim playoff hopes alive. So, okay, so if things go my way next week, again, I'm not rooting for the Steelers to beat the Chiefs, but if things go the Bengals' way, let's put it that way. Instead, not my way, but if things go the Bengals' way, both this week and next week, then I am going to be in a position where I have to root for Mikey to be right about that 11-6 prediction. I love Von Bell too, dude. I know you do. You know, former Saint as well. Drew Lock is buns. Who's Drew Lock even playing for these days? Seattle, right? I don't know. He plays for the Giants now. Boy. I will say I am streaming tomorrow, but I hate streaming night games. I'm not the biggest fan of streaming night games because I like getting sleep. But, you know, I stream whenever needs to be streamed. But I feel you, Mikey. Touchdown, Mason Rudolph to Calvin Ridley. Titans up 7-0. Let's go! Let's go, Titans! Let's go. I don't like cheering for Mason Rudolph necessarily, but I'll do what needs to be done. Kitty goes meow. Kitty goes meow, John. It's a great start to the game so far. It's not the best start from the defense, but it was a really interesting start by the defense, I'll tell you that. Brown shit. That's true. If it's brown, flush it down. All right, so that's going to be returned from it was a terrible kickoff. Now it's returned at the 5-yard line, and pretty good coverage there. You know, gets it down to about the 26. So, you know, it ended up not being too bad at the end of the day, but like just not a good kickoff. Cade York is like, dude, I know people are like frustrated with Evan McPherson, but I don't think Cade York's done anything to prove that he deserves the job over Evan McPherson when Evan McPherson does come back. Might give it up. Saints no playoff, same as the Bengals. I think the Bengals have a better chance than the Saints, honestly. Like, I mean, I know it's still almost within the Bengals' control. Not completely, but it's almost within the Bengals' control. I don't know if it really is for the Saints. I haven't really looked. 1st and 10, DTR is under center. And wow, what a play. DTR gets sacked after Mike Hilton comes screaming off the edge. I think it was supposed to be a handoff. DTR just kept it. Well, no, it was probably a play action, I'm guessing, because DTR kept it. But Mike Hilton ends up getting like a 5-yard sack there just because he completely went entirely unblocked. And I don't even know what the Browns were intending here. Well, no, yeah. DTR, yeah, I think that was intended to be a play action pass. 2nd and 16 now. It's a 6-yard sack by Mike Hilton. Let's go. Don't care, Jim, until I see our team. Won't stop. Let's go. Almost intercepted by Cam Taylor-Britt there. It was thrown short by DTR, and Cam Taylor-Britt almost came up with it. It's going to be 3rd and 16 now, though, so it's still a good play. I don't care, Jim, until I see the E next to our team. I won't stop. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel, Mikey. You know, if there's something to root for, I'm going to root for it. Otherwise, why watch football? You know, honestly, like, I mean, why just watch the end of the season if, you know, you're not going to root for something? You know, that's my perspective. But maybe that's what Jim's trying to argue for. I don't know. 3rd and 16. All right, come on, defense. DTR takes a shotgun snap. Got good pressure, and they pick up about 9 yards or so. But obviously it's going to be 4th down. Deep in Browns territory, and they're going to have to punt. Defense playing well today. Now, against this Browns offense might be even worse than the Giants offense that we played earlier this year. So, I mean, just because of the people who aren't in, and the fact that they already lacked a lot of talent. But like, you know, the guys that they do have who have talent are mostly not playing as well. So, you know, give credit to the defense for playing well so far. 4th and 9 and the punt's away. And that's going to be fair caught, looks like. All right. Around, like, what was that, like the 28-yard line or so? But yeah, like, again, I give credit to the defense for playing well, but, like, at some point you're going to have to play well against a good team, too, and they have not done that this year. Except they played okay against the Chiefs. Give them credit for that. Week 2. But other than that, they have not played well against a good team all year. So it's like, it's good to see them doing their job against the Browns, but like, let's see them do that, next week against the Broncos. And let's see them do that, like we really need to see them do that against the Steelers, who they let up 40 points to last time we played them. So I want the Chiefs to beat the Steelers. That's what it's complicated, John. My energy is going to go toward hoping that the Chiefs beat the Steelers just because I hate the Steelers. And that's a me thing personally. But if the Steelers win against the Chiefs, then maybe I look the other way, right? Maybe I'm just like, there's worse things in life that have happened. The saddest thing is I have to now root for Mikey to be right about that 11-6 prediction. But I mean, the Steelers are already, like, just having a stupid, like, dumb, randomly good season. Like, I mean, that doesn't change if they lose to the Chiefs. So I on principle, I root against the Steelers, but it's like if it was Week 18 and the Bengals needed the Steelers to win to get in the playoffs, then I would root for the Steelers in that situation. But this is different. This is like the Bengals could potentially benefit from the Chiefs being put into a position where they need to beat the Broncos in Week 18 to get the Bengals in the playoffs. That's what you got going on there, right? Like, I mean, it's not cut and dry. It's not cut and dry enough for me to really, like, completely dive into being like, that's what I'm gonna root for, I'm not even sure what's going on there. We'll probably know next week. Let's see. Get the schedule up. Week 17. Oh boy, the Steelers and Chiefs play on Wednesday. The Bengals and Broncos don't play till Saturday, so I'm gonna have no idea. Like my thing was, like, if the Bengals and Broncos play before the Steelers and Chiefs, then you're gonna know what you're gonna be a lot more clear about what needs to happen. But that's not going to be the case. We're not going to know what the Bengals and Broncos are going to do, so we're just going to have to, like, speculate on that Chiefs Steelers game about what we want to happen, right? Catch up to these comments here in a minute, but it's 1st and 10. It's going to be a fake handoff. Chase Brown, Joe Burrow rolls out to the right. He's got Jamar Chase, who gets his head turned around correctly, gets across the first down marker, and that's going to be a Bengals first down after about a 14-yard pickup. I used my voodoo? Is that what you're trying to say there? Yeah. That wasn't cool, Mikey. Don't use the voodoo to help the Steelers. That's not we're like I thought we were buds, I thought we were cool. Why do you want to hurt me? It's not nice, All right, Joe Burrow under shotgun formation, and he's audibling and changing around. 2 seconds, and they get the snap just off before the clock expires, and he's going to throw it up to Jamar Chase, who may have gotten a first down, caught it along the sideline, and he may have gotten forward for a first down. They're giving it to him. Bengals another first down. Let's go. Drew Lock is good. I don't know if he's good. He may have played your favorite school, John. He may have been good in college, but he's not good in the NFL. Do Rudolph only play around Christmas time? No. No, I mean, I know what you're saying, but Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't going to be stopped. All right, well, I mean, I do think the Lions are going to kick the Bears' butts. I just don't know about 70 points. That's all I'm saying. 1st and 10, Burrow's under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Chase Brown and keeps his legs moving despite not really a whole lot of potential on that play. Picks up might have gotten 4 yards. 3 yards. He gets 3 yards, but out of what that play could have been, that's still fine. Let's go. Jets are beating the Rams. That's interesting. Boo, Rams. That's fair. I mean, the Falcons are struggling with the Giants, and they play Washington next week, and they play Carolina, who's playing well. Tampa's got Dallas, Carolina, and us, so anything's possible. That's possible. It is possible, Mikey. I think our path is a little clearer just because we still, one of the teams we need to lose out, we still play. All right, Joe Burrow is going to dump it off short to Chase Brown, and he was open enough there that he's able to get about 12 yards or so there. It's going to be enough for a first down. Bengals keep moving the ball. Jets. I hate both the Chiefs and Steelers. I really do, John. I mean, I hate the Steelers more, though, to be clear. I hate the Steelers more than I hate the Chiefs. Like, the Chiefs is more of a recent thing, and their fans are just complete, like, turd bags, and they're so freaking spoiled because of their recent run of success. But, like, the Steelers fans are just a different type of animal. I just despise Steelers fans. I really do. Except the ones who watch my channel. You guys are cool. T. Higgins gets the throw on the slant. He picks up about 9 yards there. So that's going to get the ball down to about the 26-yard line. You want a tie? Yeah, I guess a tie would be fine. Because a tie, would a tie mean the Chiefs have to win against the Broncos? That's my question. Like do the Chiefs clinch the first round bye? Do the Chiefs clinch a first round bye with a tie? Is my question. All right, Chase Brown's going to get the handoff there, and he goes backwards. That wasn't a good play. So that's going to be third down, about 3 now. Give the Bengals D credit for not giving up any points so far, but ranking 29th in the league doesn't do their coordinator any favors. That whole side of the team needs evaluation for next season. It's true, Jay. What was it? They were ranked like very briefly. They were ranked worse than the league in terms of scoring allowed. Now the Panthers raced right past them, but I guess they must be 29th now, but I don't know. 3rd and 3. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation, audibling. Chase Brown steps up into a different formation, so Joe Burrow's alone in the backfield now, looking around. Decent protection's going to step out of the pocket. He's going to throw, and that's too high. He's looking for T. Higgins, who was open, and that's just fucking depressing. T. Higgins was wide open, would have waltzed into the end zone, but Joe Burrow overthrows him because he's not able to get his... He was just kind of like... He was off-center, and maybe... I don't know, maybe... No, I think he was targeting T. Higgins. Man, T. Higgins was wide open, dude. What an unfortunate series of events there. All right, well, Cade York's coming out for the relatively easy field goal here, so hopefully, knock on wood, he makes it. 47-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and that... Oh, no, he missed it. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, well, Cade York isn't taking over Evan McPherson's job, I can promise you that. Jets suck. It's true, Jet. It's true, Richard. Kenny Pickett is under center for the Eagles after Jalen Hurts took a big hit. Well, hopefully he's okay. Mikey, even the refs couldn't help you last weekend. That was a costly mistake from the refs. I didn't see it, but perhaps. Browns. There you go, John. Did you change your name to Rams? Oh, no, okay, I see. Never mind. I see what's going on there. Rams plus Browns equals shit. That's fair. You guys officially eliminated if you lose or just a low percentage. Officially eliminated if we lose. But if we win, then, we can, if we win out, we have a 40% chance to make the playoffs. But if we lose today, we're eliminated. So it's a really, really interesting balance we're striking right now. But yes, eliminated if we lose today, but sure hope we don't. Because you and Thomas said Cleveland would beat us. Well, that was a different time, Mikey. A lot has changed for Cleveland since we said that. To be fair, like Cleveland has just completely collapsed into the gutter since we said that. Well, y'all beat him 35-14. Like it was like the Browns were just done by then. Like I mean, like that was after Watson was out for the season. Like we said. We said the Browns were going to win that game, but that was a completely different... That was like a lifetime ago in terms of what has happened to the Browns since then. Like, if we had... I don't think we did an episode that week, but if we did, we probably would have updated to the Saints are certainly going to win. I think. Unless we did say that week, in which case that was dumb. They don't call him Horsecock Lock for nothing? Are you sure? I think they do call him that for nothing. He's... not very good. You know, like Brandon Perner, I think, is the one who came up with that name, right? And he ended up not being very good. So unless they just happen to know his penis size, like, I think they probably do call him that for nothing, honestly. Buccaneers. All right, there you go, John. A tie clinches a first round bye. Okay, all right. Well, then then I do not want them to tie because I want a tie wouldn't really change anything. I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe because I just want the Steelers to lose. You know, and if I'm gonna be petty about it, I'm gonna be fucking petty about it, right? So no, I don't want a tie. A tie wouldn't help. I might have considered a tie if it would have stopped the Chiefs, but it's not going to. All right, well, the Browns are going to get the ball in good field position here. It's going to be a fake handoff from DTR. It's a good pass rush there by Mike Hilton, and then it's finished up. Finished up by Chris Jenkins. DTR goes down in the backfield, way in the backfield, too. Bengals defense coming through today. It's going to be a 7-yard sack, 2nd and 17 after that play. Oh, boy. Anytime the Rams play, it's bad football. Super Bowl versus Patriots, Thursday Night Football versus 49ers. That's what you get for watching the Rams. You watch a horrible, rainy game. Okay. I know you hate the Rams, John. I know, but you asked why I said Pittsburgh 11-6. Shut up. Just shut up. We don't have to talk about that. Browns get about a 7-8 yard run there from Pierre Strong Jr., tackled by Akeem Davis-Gaither. This is going to be 3rd and 11, though. So, come on, defense. Got to stand firm here. Giants touchdown, yippee. They're playing the Falcons, so I'm sure you're happy about that. I want to say what's going on with the Titans still beating the Colts 7-0, and they're driving too. So the Titans might pull that one off. Titans might give us something to be happy about there. I think we do need to talk about it. No, we don't, Mikey. We don't. We don't have to, you know? I know you want to talk about it, but it's like we could just not talk about it, you know? We could just like let it go and not, you know, not face reality. Like that's fine too, you know? I mean, I'm sitting here rooting for the Bengals to make the playoffs when they're 6-8. You know, and they got to win out and still get some help to make the playoffs. You know, we don't necessarily. I'm not facing reality right now necessarily. You don't need to either, you know, or at least I don't need to in context with you. But I know you're going to anyway. See what my dad has to. I'm assuming he's probably the one texting me. I was correct. Good start overall, but missing the field goal is not good. I agree. Cade York, not any better than Evan McPherson. Just want to point that out. Another guy I said was done has a big play, Von Bell. Yeah. That's the thing. Von Bell's not done. He's just not as good as he used to be. But yeah, no, Von Bell, he's the man, dude. That was a great play to strip that. And that's really what Von Bell's like big thing for the Bengals has been this year, right? The big thing for the Von Bell, not just this year, for Von Bell's tenure with the Bengals, his big thing was always that he, you know, like he's a good guy to get turnovers to happen, right? You know, he was never the greatest, you know, like I mean he was a damn good safety for a while, better than he is now. But you know, he was never the greatest coverage safety, and you know, he was, you know, maybe a little above average, but not amazing. But like, he was always really good at making turnovers happen, and you know, got to give him that, right? Titans did not, and Titans ended up like, did they end up punting? What happened? They missed it. The Titans missed a field goal. God damn it! Who was that? B. Narvison. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Braden Narvison, who just is getting the start today. Huh. Well, that sucks. All right, come on, Titans. You got that. You got this. You got this. You don't need to worry about missed field goals. All right, so it's going to be a throw from DTR, but it's going to be dropped. I think that was Elijah Moore who dropped that ball. Yes, it was Elijah Moore. Could not connect on that play. It's 4th and 11. Bengals getting off the field. Thank God we're playing the Browns, right? Thank God we're playing the Browns. This is why I'm nervous about the next 2 weeks, right? Because to beat the Broncos and the Steelers, the defense has to do something at some point. You know? All right, so Bohorquez comes out. He's going to punt the ball away, and that is going to be caught the 25, and he's going to be taken down right at the 25. Probably should have fair caught that, but obviously it didn't matter. Don't need to talk about it, Mikey. All right, I'm caught up on comments now, though, so that's good. All right. Bengals defense continues to play well enough, and we're in the second quarter now, by the way. Should probably update that. We're in the second quarter now. Bengals offense, you know, they've been playing well so far. Just keep the pressure on. I know things didn't end up well at the end of that last drive, but they still moved the ball. So just keep moving the ball. You'll get more opportunities. Titans up still 7-0 on the Colts. The Colts are moving a little bit, but not a lot. Jets up 6-0 on the Rams. Eagles up 14-0 on the Commanders. Panthers up 7-3 on the Cardinals. And the Cardinals aren't they fighting for a field goal or for a playoff spot? They might be. I don't know. Giants up 7-0 on the Falcons. Lions up 13-0 on the Bears. Certainly not on pace for a 70-point outing. You know, obviously, I think we all assume they're going to dominate them, but, you know. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line is where the Bengals got the ball. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be like a 1-yard gain there for Chase Brown. Bills fans are rooting for the Steelers on Christmas Day. You're not allowed to. Wait, Christmas Day. Oh, against the Chiefs. Okay. Yeah, all right. Again, like I said, if the Steelers win, I'm not going to like it, but I'll probably look the other way this one time. My stream froze. Great. I hate some of these streams sometimes. Oh my God. So I'm missing a whole play. I don't know what's even happening right now. Sorry, guys. Keep up with it here in a second. Oh my God, what is happening? Where did my video go? The internet didn't go out, did it? No, the internet's still up. Where did my video go? All right, I'm just going to bring up the box score then, I guess. We'll react to the box score until I can get a video back up. All right, so Chase Brown, 1 yard. We said that one. Joe Burrow throws to T. Higgins for 7 yards. On 3rd and 2nd, Joe Burrow passed incomplete short right. So it's going to be 3rd and 2, I guess. Get the job done, please. Maybe I can find a freaking stream. What on earth? Why is this? Why? Like, why? Just why? Why? Like, what did I do? Come on. This is so freaking annoying. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I guess the Bengals did not get the first down. How do I mute this? I'll just do this, I guess. Oh, this is a really bad stream, but whatever, I guess. All right, well, we're doing that for now. But I guess the Bengals did. So Joe Burrow passed incomplete short right on 3rd and 2. So on 4th and 2, Ryan Rekow punted to the Browns 23, where it was fair caught by James Prochet, and and then we obviously TV timeout. So the Browns will get the ball at the 23-yard line, and hopefully the defense can just continue playing well. Oh, you made me talk about Derek Carr being trash. Did I? I'm sure I probably did at some point. Rams threw an interception. Interesting. You made me talk about Beastquake. That was look. I know that must be a painful memory for you, Mikey, but that was a crazy play. Touchdown Colts. God damn it! Don't say that, John. Rams still win. Jets are ass. Or Rams will still win. Jets are ass. Jets are ass. Did you watch Tom Grossi yesterday? I didn't, John. I did not. What happened? I didn't like. Was he live? I was not paying any attention to Tom Grossi yesterday at all. I haven't been watching a lot of Tom Grossi lately at all, honestly. Like, I still like Tom Grossi, don't get me wrong. I've just been so caught up with other stuff. He had a charity fundraiser. Yeah, I did see that he raised $100,000 for charity. He posted a video about that, so that's pretty cool for him, man. But yeah, I just haven't been as into Tom Grossi anymore lately. I don't know, like, I don't dislike Tom Grossi. I've been busy with my own channel, and, you know, I tried reaching out to him and, you know, got ghosted a lot. At one point, he did respond, but they're barely, you know. I don't know, man. And he's busy. I'm not mad at him. I just, you know, I'm not as interested anymore. Tom has a girlfriend. Good for him. There you go. I'm glad. After the divorce, that's good that he's getting back out there. I'm happy for him. I really am. Really happy for him. Almost a 12-hour stream. Holy fuck. 7 to 7. Ugh. I don't watch him much. I watch his scripted series, but that's about it. I never really got into the scripted series. I always really liked, I thought Coach and then the Division stuff was really good. And I think that's the main reason I haven't been as into his channel lately, because, like, the Division sagas are over, and I don't feel like the scripted series, in my opinion, the scripted series isn't as good as the Division series were. All right. So that's going to be Jordan Battle is going to get Jerome Ford down there for about a 2-yard gain. Good play there. Yeah, and again, nothing. Not saying I don't like Tom Grossi. I haven't been as into his content lately. Like, yeah, I see that run by Anthony Richardson. Not good. Come on. The Jets will win. They probably will. He did all 4 divisions. Yeah, I know. I'd like to see some more divisions. Well, I'd like to see more, like, you know, development of that series, personally. But, you know, I also understand he doesn't want to just, like, do the same thing all the time, too. So I feel it. I do. Shotgun snap for DTR. There you go. Trey Hendrickson brings him down for a sack, and defensive line's having a good game today. Haven't watched Coach. Coach is really good. I recommend Coach. Coach is a really good series. But now the thing is, if you've watched all 4 divisions, that's good. If you haven't, you need to watch the divisions in addition to watching Coach, because they all kind of play together, right? But that's a really, really good series overall. It was over 13 hours, but the weird 12-hour live stream rule occurred. That's rough. I didn't know that there was a 12-hour live stream rule. I guess that's good to know going forward. 3rd and 16 for the Bengals. Eagles scored 21-7. I'm sure they're going to win that game. DTR rolls back, and not great pressure that time, but he overthrows, pretty wildly overthrows the guy he's targeting there. It's 4th and 16 now. And that was Michael Woods, the second, I believe, who he was targeting on that play. But massively overthrown. And he wasn't even under pressure, just way overthrew it. Arizona Cardinals win the NFC West. That would be crazy. That'd be wild. That would be wild if they did. I know the NFC West has been not great this year. 4th and 16, Bojorquez punts from pretty deep. It's going to be returned 45 down to... he did get to the 50. So it's going to be about the 50.5-yard line where he's taken down. That's a pretty decent return there. Bengals going to have good field position here on offense. Now please take advantage of it and don't go 3 and out again. All right. My mom here? Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey. Oh, I'm just blowing my grandson. So.
I'm streaming right now, so
okay.
I heard
right.
you. What's going on?
Hey, that's yeah, talk to the boys. Let me see what it does.
Well, that's cool. What's that?
It's some kind of, I want to say some kind of battle bot.
Oh.
It's kind of like Beyblade. They've got stadiums too.
Okay.
And they battle. But
Yeah.
That's what he liked, and I got it for him. So.
All right. Cool. That's pretty cool, bub.
Great job.
Awesome. Hey.
Very talkative.
Hey, high five. Good job.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, my mom was taking my son out to hang out a little bit for his for I think kind of like a joint birthday, because like my son's birthday is on like the 10th, so I think she was hanging out. And hey, here he is.
Hello.
Yep. We're on commercial break right now, so you got a minute to say whatever you want to say.
So, it's nice meeting you all.
Bengals are winning.
Oh, and who's that?
Browns.
Weird. It's different.
Yeah, that's their alternate logo. The Browns' normal logo is this helmet thing here, but they have an alternate logo, which is an elf. So I just put it up because I think it's kind of funny.
Is sort of the spirit here?
No, I haven't seen Sort of the Spirit here yet. I don't even know if they're going to be here today. You know, people are in sometimes they're not. Go Battlehawks? Eh. Jay says, what's up? Go Bengals.
Yo, what's up, man?
Jameson Williams, wow. Must have made a crazy play. I'm sure I'll see it later, though. No, who's not, Mikey? Jets beat the Rams. Well, I mean, that game's certainly not over, but what's going on in that game? So it's 6-6. I know you want that to happen, John, but
Come on, go
you wanna see.
Rats.
You can root for who you want to, bub. Touchdown Rams. Did the Rams get a touchdown? No, they didn't. I don't think, unless they missed the extra point. All right, so 1st and 10, Joe Burrow shotgun snap. He's going to throw it short to Mike Gesicki, who gets about 5 yards there before he's taken down, so that's a good play. They are the only legitimate last first team left standing. That's a very confusing sentence there, Mark. Boo, Rams. Yeah, John doesn't like the Rams. I'm in every day. You are, Mikey.
Yep.
Well, no, that's not true, Mikey. There've been streams you missed. Not a whole lot. You generally do show up for every single one, but there have been a couple you missed. 2nd and 5, Joe Burrow fakes the handoff. He's got immediate pressure, but he gets the ball off to Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase breaks a tackle and then dives forward through another tackle and ends up getting a first down. And dude, Joe Burrow's been on fire today. Joe Burrow been having a good game today. High five. Let's go. Hoo-day. Hoo-day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a great play, too. Grant Delpit was getting good pressure there, but, yeah. Joe Burrow just throws... Jamar Chase just throws that guy off of him, so the Bengals are now in field goal range, although Cade York missed that field goal earlier, so who knows. All right, Joe Burrow steps up in the pocket, throws, and looked like he got... Yes, he did. Andre Yoshivas. There you go, John. That's Yoshi. Yoshi picking up about 15 yards there. There's another Bengals first down. And they continue moving that ball. Hopefully don't miss a field goal this time. But this game, Bengals have just been dominating the Browns. Like it's the score is 7-0, but it should be like 21-0 at this point. They've been killing them.
The Browns are so dumb.
Well, they're really bad. They also have a lot of their good players aren't playing, so that's part of it.
Yeah, they're
all right,
so dumb.
hand off to Chase Brown. Nice little run there. Breaks through the line at the very least. Picks up about 6 yards. Now, what now?
I was talking about the Browns. They are dumb and bad.
They are dumb and bad. That's true. I think even Browns fans would agree with you on that one. All right. Bengals are in the red zone now. 2nd and 5. Apparently the 4th highest red zone touchdown percentage in the NFL the Bengals have, which is really cool. So they're at the 14-yard line, and Joe Burrow's in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, rolls back, pretty decent protection, throws over the middle. He's got T. Higgins, who is not able to, he catches it, and he's not able to push his way through the tackles, and he's not able to get the first down, but he picks up 3 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. I think personally I'd hand the ball off to Chase Brown here. That's what I would do. We'll see what the Bengals do. But I'd hand the ball off to Chase Brown here and try to get him first down. If not, Cade York can't miss a second one, can he? All right, from the 10-yard line, Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. He's got Chase Brown in the backfield with him. Motions Mike Gesicki out to the right. It is a handoff. There you go. Breaks through the line for the first down. About a 3-yard gain. Only needed 1. And that's going to get the ball down to about the 7-yard line. Bengals knocking on the door. It's 1st and goal. They going to get a touchdown?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's the 6-yard line, actually. 803, 802, 801, 800, 759, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54 for syncing purposes. Left to go in the second quarter. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. Got Chase Brown to his left. Got a triplet of receivers to the right and Jamar Chase to the left. Shotgun snap, steps up in the pocket. Throws, and he misses Jamar Chase for the touchdown. He had him, too. It's just not the best throw by Joe Burrow. I said Joe Burrow's been on fire today, and he has been, but there's also been a couple misfires, too. And that was one right there. Like, Jamar Chase had the inside there. Now, I mean, he tripped a little bit. That's probably what happened. Joe Burrow probably threw it where he figured Jamar Chase was going to be, and Jamar Chase tripped a little bit, and I think that's what kind of happened there. All right, 2nd and goal. Come on, Bengals. All right, from the 6-yard line, Joe Burrow, shotgun formation, motioning Yoshi to his left. He's going to throw, and that is broken up by the Browns. That was he tried to thread the needle there, could not get it to T. Higgins. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6 now, and should be nice if they get a touchdown here. But if they get a field goal, it'll be fine too. They'll still be up 10 points.
Yeah.
So, but it sure be nice to get a touchdown. That would just feel better. Touchdowns always feel better. That was good. I will admit that was good coverage by the Browns there. That was a very good play by the Browns. You got to give them credit. All right, so Joe Burrow once again shotgun formation. He's got Chase Brown to his right. Takes the snap. It's a bit of a high snap. He's going to throw over the middle, and that is caught. Touchdown, Yoshi. Let's go.
Yeah.
That was a good throw right there. That was also a good route. It was just a good offensive play in general. Yoshi in for the touchdown. There's your boy, John. There's your boy. All right, Bengals take a 13-7 lead pending the extra point. Should be 16-0 lead, but Cade York. Great play by Yoshi there. The extra point doinked. What? Hold on. You're not ahead of me, are you? No, that's way too early for that. Must be for a different game you're talking about here. All right, Cade York kick is up, and that extra point is good, so that was a different game you're talking about. Bengals take a 14-0 lead.
Gold.
And they're dominating right now, so it's looking pretty good for the Bengals so far. Tom should go to every NFL stadium as his team character for that team. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if he'd want to be just constantly in character like that, but that'd be kind of interesting.
And we are in commercial break.
We are in a commercial break. That is correct. A couple, I had no choice. I'm kind of lost in half the stuff you say, Mikey. Yoshi got it done. Brown's logo should be a turd. Yes, it should be. That'd be funny.
Well, it should.
0-16? Yeah, years ago. But the Browns are one of 2 teams to ever go 0-16. That was funny.
Kyle, the turd should actually be the Steelers logo.
That's funny. But no, actually, there's a funny logo going around for the Steelers, where there's just a bunch of turds on their logo. See if I can find that. I'll put it up in the chat here too, or on the stream anyway.
Mm-hmm.
See, pretty funny, huh?
Oh my god!
I like that.
There's like a bunch of them. Well, the Dolphins are getting cooked.
Yep, yeah, I got a lot of funny logos. The Bengals have this this logo here, smoking a cigar. All right, let me go find the folder. We'll put it up so everybody else can see. Now, those of you all who watch my show have seen this logo before, but yeah, there we go. The steel turds.
Get that out here.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. Still on commercial break. Philly is on the way to beating Washington, leaving Arizona as the only team that can go from last to first. That would be interesting, though, Mark. Niners should easily blow out the Dolphins. Ass with a butt. Got a 10-year-old here.
Watch
with or without
your
Tua.
language. Watch it.
This is YouTube, Murphy. Yeah, with or without Tua. I think they're better with Tua, but yeah, I'm definitely rooting for the Niners. Also rooting for the Titans, who are now losing 14-7. That's not good. But yeah, I think the Niners will win that game. Still hate the refs and Rams. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yoshi! Boo Rams. 49ers are too injured to do anything. Yeah, but the Dolphins are also really injured, Mark. Touchdown, Kitty goes meow. All right, so the kick is away from Cade York, and that is... Man, he's just not very good at anything, is he? God, I see why the Browns cut him. Oh, nice play there by Travion Williams to bring the Browns returner down to like the 19-yard line. That was a great play. Not the best kick. The kick coverage has been really good. The Cade York is not great, but the kicking coverage is amazing today. Tua is a bad QB. No, he's not, Richard. What do you mean Tua is a bad quarterback? I mean, I know you're a Patriots fan, but Tua's a really good quarterback. Like, gets injured, he gets a bunch of concussions and stuff, but Tua's a good quarterback. I disagree with that entirely. Yoshi touchdown. Yes, he did. Rams, Jets. Couple of streams, I had no choice to not show up. I know. I'm like, in general, you do. I'm just saying that has been the case that, you haven't gone to every stream, is all I was saying. All right, so it's going to be a throw from behind the line from DTR and the Bengals to Pierre Strong Jr. The Bengals only give him about a yard on the run there.
Oh, it's
What
defense.
color is poop?
It's
Brown.
It's defense.
Yeah, Bengals are on defense. Guess that should work for the Steelers too, but Browns works better, I think. Yeah, but yeah, I know. But we also here we hate the Steelers more, so we like that better.
Yeah.
Get it out of here. We don't need to see the Steelers. There you go. All right. 2nd and 8. Browns got the ball at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a fake handoff. DTR is going to keep it himself, and he gets first down. That's the Bengals kryptonite right there. My phone has to charge. Be right back. All right. Well.
BRB.
All right. We'll see you in a minute then, John. All right. Falcons are now actually ahead of the Giants now, unfortunately for you, Mikey. 10-7. Yeah, Jermaine Pratt eventually brought DTR down there, but the Bengals are just not great at actually stopping quarterback runs.
Yeah.
Lions up 20-0 on the Bears. So that's... Whew. Again, I don't think they're going to get 70, but... Mike Hilton with another huge sack, just screaming down there. Got him by the ankles that time. Almost didn't get it, but they brought him down. Let's go.
Yeah.
What a play.
Yeah, we need certain teams to win in order for Bengals to go to playoffs and maybe, just maybe, go to the Super Bowl and finally win the trophy. If they lose, I will be like, I will kill the other teams.
Yeah, well, that's that. The Bengals. That's just being a Bengals fan, honestly. But right now, what we need right now, we need the Titans to beat the Colts. Currently, they're not doing that.
No.
And then later, we need the 49ers to beat the Dolphins. All right, so DTR throws to the 30, and I think that is caught by Jerry Jeudy. But it's still going to be 3rd down and probably like 13 to go at least.
Go.
So yeah, we need the Colts to lose one more game. If the Titans lose to the Colts, there's still a couple more games left. We just need the Colts to lose one more game. Be nice if the Titans could pull it off though.
Come on, you can do it.
3rd and 12. DTR is alone in the backfield. Takes the shotgun snap, rolls back. Decent pressure forces him to get out of the pocket, and he's just gonna have to try to run. It doesn't get anything done there. Trey Henderson brings him down after about a 2-yard gain. It's gonna be 4th down. Browns have to punt. Let's go.
All right.
So yeah, we want the Titans to beat the Colts, but if the Colts win that game, later on, we potentially maybe the Giants beat the Colts next week, or the Jaguars beat them in Week 18. And then other than that, the Dolphins, we need them to lose to the 49ers. But if they win that game, then we need the Dolphins to lose to the Browns or the Jets. So that'll be how that goes. And then the Broncos have to lose to the Chiefs in the last game of the season.
And then the Bengals will probably make the playoffs?
If the Bengals win all of the rest of their games, then yes. If all of those things happen and the Bengals win the rest of their games, the Bengals make the playoffs. All right, so punt was returned about 7 yards or so. Bengals going to get the ball 1st and 10.
Hey.
Nothing terribly exciting there. So it was a 13-yard return, actually, and the Bengals going to get the ball at the 32-yard line. So that's how that went.
Commercial break in progress.
Yep. So the big game is really next week because the Bengals are going to play the Broncos, and the Broncos are the team who's in the Bengals' way for the playoffs right now, right? So if the Bengals beat the Broncos, then there's a good chance that the Bengals could end up going, if the Bengals could potentially get ahead of the Broncos the following week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're really rooting for, but that's also a lot of things that got to happen. You know, the Bengals kind of shot themselves in the foot all over and over this year. So if the Bengals don't make the playoffs, it's their own fault, really. But they could, you know. That's what we're gonna hope for. The first game I watched was the Minnesota debacle. Oh, debacle. Okay. So I cried when they got Jay Jettas. Yeah, that's fair, Mikey. Saints will be eliminated this weekend. Probably. Jalen Hurts has officially been ruled out for the rest of this game against Washington with a concussion. That's rough for him. Saints have a bye. What? What do you mean Saints have a bye? What? Richard, when did you get eliminated? Probably a while back. Saints play tomorrow. They're already eliminated. Wait, the Saints aren't eliminated. Are they? Yeah, if they lose tonight, they're eliminated, but or no, if the Bucks win tonight, they're eliminated. Colts have a weak schedule. They do, which is why it'd be nice if the Titans could just go ahead and take care of business today. Because none of those games, the Colts should be favored in all of the games they have left. So we need to get a little lucky here for the Bengals. It's not, it's we need the Broncos to lose to the Chiefs, but it's also the Dolphins and the Colts both have fairly decently easy schedules remaining. So that's definitely it's definitely not certain, but if things work out, then it could happen. Saints can be eliminated tonight with the we talked about that. Have to root for Dallas. That's gotta suck.
Well, I'm gonna go play.
All right, Joe Burrow shotgun snap 1st and 10. He gets out of multiple sacks and eventually dumps it to Drew Sample. He had 4 guys on him and managed to spin out of a bunch of tackles and then just kind of lobs it to Drew Sample, who catches it and runs it for a 1st down. Dude, Joe Burrow has been something else today. Let's see, how many broken tackles is this? 1? Okay, they only showed the 1. Okay, there were a bunch of others though. Yeah, that's the second time that through contact he's made a play happen. The last one was a touchdown. 1st and 10, Joe Burrow is going to hand the ball off Chase Brown, who gets past the line, doesn't get a whole lot after that, but it's about a 4-yard pickup, which is what we call in the industry good enough. Saints were eliminated when they signed Carr. That's funny, Richard. Also eliminated if Atlanta beats the Giants. Yeah, so we'll see. Carr's not playing. Burrow is dude. Burrow's insane, dude. Kyle, are you sad OSU won last night? We don't gotta talk about that, Mikey. You don't even know. It wasn't like you talking about against Tennessee. Yeah, I'll talk about that here in a second. But there's more to it than just that. 2nd and 7. Joe Burrow takes the snap and throws to Jamar Chase, but the play was blown dead. I'm guessing it was a false start. Okay, so OSU last night, I don't like them beating, what was it, Tennessee? I don't like them winning ever. But Like, you might not know that Ohio State also beat Kentucky in basketball last night, and that hurt. That was painful. Because, I mean, Kentucky had a good start to that game, and then they just ended up getting, they fell apart. Like, it was the first really sucky loss that Kentucky's had with Mark Pope. So, yeah. I'm definitely sad about that one. The Tennessee game, yeah, but I don't care that much. I also don't like Tennessee either, so. Chase Brown takes the handoff and picks up about 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and about 8. Hey, Kyle, hopefully we win today. Yeah, yeah, hopefully. It's going to be 3rd and 7, I'm sorry. Now we're up 14-0. Defense has been playing really well today, and, well, okay, let me rephrase. Defense has been playing well today, and the Browns have also been playing really poorly today. So it's not just, it's like a confluence of a lot of things. I think we will win today. The Browns got the ball first, so the Bengals do get the ball after the half. We're at the 2-minute warning now, so, don't really have any danger there as far as like a potential double up or anything, but, yeah, the Browns have just been awful today, and the Bengals have missed a few opportunities. We should be winning by more. We should, but, it's with as bad as the Browns are, we can probably just deal with it. Man, that sucks that we, after that Drew Sample play, they just did a whole lot of nothing. So it's 3rd and 7. I mean, they can still get a first down, but I really hope they do, because it'd be really cool if we could, end with points and then we could double up. That'd be really nice. Even if it's a field goal and another field goal, just doubling up points would be really good. It'd be real nice if the Bengals could double up and just continue just dominating this game. Might as well start looking towards the draft. No way Giants win. I can't imagine they will, but you never know. Technically, you need the Dolphins to lose so they get eliminated and increase your chance of sneaking in. Yeah, that's this. Yeah, Dolphins got to lose and Colts got to lose. Colts are still winning 14-7, and they're in the red zone, so that's not looking great. But Colts got to lose one more game, and the Dolphins got to lose one more game. Now the Colts are chaotic, so even if they beat the Titans, they still got to beat the still got to beat the Giants and the Jaguars, and the Giants, as we know, are not good, but they're not good at all. Don't get me wrong, the Giants are bad. But the Giants have generally been kind of competitive with the okay teams they've been playing lately. Saints, Cowboys. They're kind of competitive with the Falcons right now. 17-7, but I wouldn't be totally shocked to see the Giants beat the Falcons, right? So the idea that the Giants could beat the Colts is not completely off the table, right? But I would target that Jacksonville game in Week 18 as being if the Colts can't if the Colts beat the Titans, I would be looking to that Jacksonville game as the one where because the Colts already lost to the Jaguars earlier this year, and it wouldn't be the first time that they missed the playoffs because they lost to a bad Jaguars team in Week 18. So it's happened before. 3rd and 7. The Bengals got the ball at the 47-yard line. Joe Burrow. Empty formation, eventually takes the shotgun snap, rolls back, and has good enough protection to step up in the pocket, and he's just going to run for it. There you go. Joe Burrow picks up the first down and then some, and he's like, look, he was like, Joe Burrow with that grin, with that just look on his face, and he sticks his tongue out. He's like, gotta love it, gotta love the attitude, dude. All right, and that I think that put him in field goal range, and it's got the clock moving. Not quite in field goal range, but like 2 yards away. Joe Burrow gets sacked on the next play though, so that's not great. Myles Garrett finally gets his mark on the game. But hey, that clock's moving. Clock's moving. So at the very least, we're not going to give the ball back to the Browns. I guess we could. The Browns, I think, have 2 of their 3 timeouts left. No, the Browns have all 3 of their timeouts left. So, terrible play by Cody Ford. How much can you expect Cody Ford to do against Myles Garrett? I don't know, but, this is why, people keep oh, Cody Ford's good. No, he's not. I don't necessarily expect a whole lot out of Cody Ford, but especially against Myles Garrett. But this is kind of what I'm saying. Bengals fans keep being like, maybe Cody Ford will be good. Like, no, he's not good. He's just simply not good. Cody Ford's okay in a spot start if you're not playing against, somebody like Myles Garrett. But you don't want to rely on him, which the Bengals have had to be doing because Orlando Brown Jr. has been out, right? But, man, it'd be real nice to get Orlando Brown Jr. back. If we're going to have any, if there's going to be a playoff run of any kind, be real nice to get Orlando Brown back for that. There keeps being this talk about he's maybe coming back this week, and we just don't know. So it's like, it sounds like his injury is not that serious, but he keeps missing weeks. So, he was questionable this week, but he didn't play. Amarius Mims is out there fighting with Frank Pollock on the sideline. I know that wasn't Amarius Mims. That was somebody else fighting with Frank Pollock on the sideline. All right, 2nd and 18 from the 45-yard line. Joe Burrow shotgun snap. He's got immediate pressure, and he just got to throw it up, and that's just throwing it away. God damn it. And that stops the clock, too. All right, well, we actually might end up giving the ball back to the Browns. Fantastic. Not that I'm scared of the Browns offense right now, but you don't want to give them any sort of chance, John's back. Let's go. Hey, boy. Come on, offense. The offense was doing so well earlier, and just the offensive line has just been kind of falling apart. And that was Alex Kappa, too. That was Alex Kappa. Yeah, I think Alex Kappa's about done, y'all. Joe Burrow shotgun snap. He's going to throw. He's got Chase Brown. Nowhere near enough for a first down, though. It's going to be 4th and Mike Gesicki's trying to call for something, but I don't know what he's trying to call for. 4th and 14 now. Great. So I guess the Bengals are going to have to punt. It's in the blood is live for this game. There you go. Actually, you're wrong, Kyle. You need the Steelers to beat the Chiefs so they can rest their starters against 18 against you guys. No, I'm not wrong, Richard. I talked about that. And I'll talk about that here in a second once I figure out what's going on 4th and 14 here. Yeah, it's going to be a punt. I figured it would be, but, there are a bunch of people pointing around on the field and stuff. I wasn't sure if something interesting was going to happen. Now, at the 41-yard line, this would normally be no man's land. Bengals take a timeout. They ran that clock all the way down. 3 seconds left. I'm surprised the Browns didn't take a timeout. But 3 seconds left. Bengals take a timeout, and they're just going to punt the ball, try to pin the Browns. I think ideally they just run the clock out on the punt itself. So no, I'm not. I addressed this, Richard. The Steelers beat the Chiefs so they can rest their starters week 18. But no, I'm not going to root for that. I'm not going to root for that because first of all, I don't want to. I don't want to root for the Steelers. But it's not about that week 18 game because frankly, I don't care if the Steelers rest their starters or not. Cade York's coming out for a 59-yard field goal attempt. And with 3 seconds left, might as well, right? He'd redeem himself all the way if he made it. Tell you that. 59-yard field goal attempt for Cade York. I think this would break Evan McPherson's record, wouldn't it? I think the Browns took a timeout to try to ice Cade York. Dude, wouldn't that be something, though, if Cade York hit a 59-yard field goal against the Browns? The former, Cade York, he was a Browns draft pick, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a 4th-round draft pick by the Browns, Cade York was. So if he hits if he breaks the Bengals all-time, Evan McPherson, I think. Oh, no, okay, so Evan McPherson's longest is 59 yards. So this would tie Evan McPherson's field goal record. So Cade York would hit a record 59-yard field goal. It'd be a tied for the record, but it'd be a record 59-yard field goal for the Bengals franchise history against the Browns here. And that'd be crazy. That'd be like a sticker for revenge right there. All right, kick is up. and he might have got it. It is good! Cade York hits the 59-yard field goal. Whoa! Ties Evan McPherson's record for the longest field goal in Bengals history, and he does it against the team that drafted him in the 4th round and then gave up on him. Cade York, man. You know, I still, it's still, for me, that's not, you know, for me, it's still not, I think there's any, like, danger to Evan McPherson's job. But with Evan McPherson on IR, that's just good to see that happen. Zach Taylor with the big grin on his face, you got to love to see that. All right, Bengals go into the half 17-0 and get the ball back. So they maintain the chance to double up on the Browns. Okay, so Steelers, week 18. I don't care, and I actually kind of don't want them to rest their starters because, frankly, if the Bengals can't beat the Steelers starters, you know, the Bengals put up, 38 points against them last time we played them, with the defense just let up 44, I think, or something like that. But if the defense hasn't improved enough to stop the Steelers from getting it, you know, to hold the Steelers under 38 points, and then the Bengals will probably win. If the defense hasn't improved to even do that, then I have no faith in them even doing anything once they get to the playoffs. I don't care about getting to the playoffs if the defense is so bad that we get to the playoffs and the defense drops another 40-point game. Like, I just don't care that much. The only reason that I'm looking the other way about the Steelers beating the Chiefs is because then it forces the Chiefs to not rest their starters. Well, potentially forces the Chiefs to not rest their starters in Week 18. Because if they still have to hold off the Bills for the number 1 seed, then they'll play their starters against the Broncos to make sure that they win that game, right? But it's not about the Steelers and their starters in Week 18. I want to beat the Steelers starters. We need to beat the Steelers starters. It's not about that, you know. But it is potentially about, like, 'cause I don't care about the Broncos, you know. Like, if they lose to the Chiefs starters versus the Chiefs backups, it doesn't make any difference to me. I don't give a shit about the Broncos, right? I just want to see the Bengals make it to the playoffs. But the Bengals also have to earn making it to the playoffs too for it to matter. You know, it doesn't matter what the Broncos do. I just want them to lose no matter what. Like, no matter what, under any circumstances. Like, I mean, it could be the refs could screw over the Broncos. I don't care. You know, the refs could, like the NFL could cheat and hand the game to the Chiefs because they just love the Chiefs so much, and we all know that. That doesn't affect me as a Bengals fan. I just want the Broncos to lose so the Bengals have a chance to go make the playoffs. It's not about the Broncos. I don't care about the Broncos and their culpability. I care about the Bengals, though. The Bengals need to earn it. And if the Bengals don't earn it, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyway. They got to beat the Broncos and the Steelers, and if they don't, what's the point? Honestly. So no, that's why I'm not rooting for that, Richard. The Giants fumble Falcons ball. Phew. Giants and just not good, dude. That's why I really want the Titans to get this job done today. But the Colts are currently winning 24-7, and they're also in. Oh no, okay, that's that. Okay, so they just got up 24-7. Not good, not good. Because I really don't want to leave it to the Giants and the Jaguars, you know. But at this point, like, it'd take a miracle for the Titans to come back and win. After that miss earlier, York redeemed himself with that kick. The ice attempt bit Cleveland in the behind. I don't know if the ice changed anything, Jay. I mean, it didn't bite him in the behind because the half was over anyway and the timeouts reset. So I don't know about that, but okay. I'm seeing the Jameson Williams catch now. That's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. York redeemed himself with that kick. Yeah, he did. I think York might have redeemed his entire career with that kick. Now, the only thing, like I said, I don't think, you know, I still, you know, would not say that Evan McPherson has anything to worry about when he comes back and is healthy. But I think Cade York, with that kick, you know, put some, you know, once he leaves the Bengals next year, then I think he's going to come away from that, and any team in the NFL would be happy to have him, right? You know, making a kick like that in a relatively clutch moment when it was looking like the Bengals were going to punt. You know, that's a big play right there. What a throw from Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams, by the way, for that touchdown. That first touchdown they had. And the Rams get in the end zone. It's a 9-6 score at halftime. Let's go, Kitty Goes Meow. Yeah, they're winning. I hate both teams. I do. I hate the Steelers more. I want to make that clear. Like, I do hate the Chiefs, but, like, Chiefs fans, like, on Twitter particularly, Chiefs fans think that I spend my whole life just seething about the Chiefs. Oh, God, I hate every moment is just so terrible. Like, yeah, they're annoying, and Patrick Mahomes with that, like, fake injury shit just, like, gets on my nerves all the goddamn time. Was that Jesse Bates who made the interception? Good for him. But like Chiefs fans act like I spend my whole life just kind of seething over them, and I don't, you know, like I think they're happy that they got like after we got a couple on them, and like, you know, talk trash. I think they're kind of happy that they finally stuck it back to us, and you know, but they think that that's like, and yeah, that bothered me when it happened, right? But they act like, you know, I'm just like seething about it for the rest of time. Like, no, I mean, we still, you know, it's like we're even now the way I see it. Like, you know, Chiefs and Bengals, like, you know, y'all got plenty up on us and we got plenty up on you. And yeah, it's a rivalry, but it's not a rivalry I spend my time really worrying about. I'm not gonna lie though, the Steelers do live rent free in my head. You know, they do, and that's just that's decades of trauma when it comes to the Steelers. So Steelers fans, if y'all want to be like we live rent free in your head, well, yeah, you do. But no, the Chiefs don't. I don't give a shit about. I don't really give that much of a shit about the Chiefs. I root against them, but in a practical sense, if I need the Chiefs to win for the sake of the Bengals, I have no qualms with that. It's not like the Steelers. The Steelers, it has to be like week 18, and if the Steelers win, then the Bengals make the playoffs, and if not, the Bengals don't make the playoffs. It has to be that cut and dry. It can't. There's no speculation. It's just this definitely happens or this doesn't definitely happen. Then I'll probably root for the Steelers. But that's not what's coming up this week in Week 17. I don't know what's going to happen with the Chiefs and the Steelers, so I can't, in good consciousness, root for them. I don't give a shit about the Chiefs that much, you know? So I'd rather the Chiefs beat the Steelers. I would, John. I would. I'd be happier if the Chiefs beat the Steelers. Now, again, to be absolutely clear, if the Steelers do beat the Chiefs, then it is true that there are some advantages to that. It is true that the Chiefs will be forced to play their starters against the Broncos. Will probably be forced to play their starters against the Broncos in week 18, assuming that let me get the schedule up real quick because we're at halftime now. By the way, let me update that as well. Okay, so next week, no, that's the wrong week. Okay, next week, the Chiefs play the Steelers on Wednesday, so we're not really going to know a whole lot of what to root for there. Okay, so the Bills. So we'll have to wait till Sunday to find out, right? If the Bills lose one more game, then the Chiefs clinch the first seed. And I frankly don't give a shit if the Chiefs get the 1 seed. I don't care about that. What I care about is that they're incentivized to try hard for it in Week 18. And so if, you know, like basically what we need is the Bills this week to beat the Patriots, which shouldn't be asking too much there, right? And then next week we need the Bills to beat the Jets. If the Bills win both of those two games, actually, I guess y'all will know. So, like, I mean, if the Steelers do beat the Chiefs, then we'll know that we need to just make sure that the Bills beat the Jets. And if that scenario happens, then we'll know in Week 18 the Chiefs are going to have to play their starters. I assume, unless some weird flexing happens, because like the Bills play the Patriots in Week 18. So I'm assuming that'll be like a 1 p.m. game or something like that, right? And so, you know, the Chiefs and Broncos may be a game that gets, you know, put into more of a primetime idea. I don't know. Like if both teams are if like the Broncos are fighting for the playoffs and the Chiefs are fighting for the number 1 seed, then that may get flexed, but it also may not get flexed though, because like if like it's riding on whether the Bills beat the Patriots, which they probably will. But let's say the Bills don't. Let's say the Bills like magically lose to the Patriots, and then suddenly that Broncos Chiefs game is utterly meaningless for the Chiefs, and they'll probably they'll probably at least work their backups in to some extent, and there will be a heavy expectation at that point that the Broncos just win and clinch the playoffs. And is that nearly as exciting as like the really interesting gotta have it game between both teams? I don't know, but. It really, I guess it depends on how the scheduling works out in Week 18. But what we want as Bengals fans, what we want is for, like I said, like we want Kansas City to go into Week 18 with the assumption that they need to win that game to make the playoff, or to the assumption that they need to win that game to get the number 1 seed. So let me go to the playoff machine real quick. Because I don't know if the Chiefs win their next 2 games, do they clinch it? I actually don't know. So if the Chiefs beat the Steelers, well, obviously if they win their next 2 games, then they clinch it. But if the Chiefs beat the Steelers, and the Browns obviously beat the Browns, the Bills beat the Patriots, and then the Bills beat the Jets. But then in Week 18, if the Chiefs lose to the Broncos and the Bills beat the Patriots. No, yeah, okay. So if the Chiefs beat the Steelers, then they clinch the number 1 seed. So that would be kind of unfortunate, but I also think the Chiefs' backups are good enough and the Broncos are chaotic enough that they could that game could even go into Bengals' favor as well. So I'm still not going to root for the Steelers winning that game. I'm just not. But the Chiefs would clinch the number 1 seed if they beat the Steelers, to be fair. And the Steelers, but that'll be a really, really interesting game, though, because the Steelers would clinch the AFC North if they win that game. And if they don't win that game, they're really risking the Ravens winning the division, right? Because if the Steelers lose to the Chiefs and the Ravens beat the Texans, then the Ravens actually take control of the division, right? Let's see. So like the Steelers currently have control of the division, but they're both tied. The Steelers have the tiebreaker, but just barely. If the Chiefs beat the Steelers and then just like straight up, and then the Ravens beat the Texans, which they're fully capable of, then the Ravens take control of the AFC North. And then in Week 18, like, the Steelers could still win the division if they beat the Bengals and the Ravens lose to the Browns, but, like, how likely is that to happen, right? So, it's going to be... That Steelers-Chiefs game is going to have high implications next week. Steelers got to win to... if the Steelers lose that game, it's likely they lose the AFC North, frankly. Now, obviously, it's not guaranteed, but it's pretty likely the Steelers lose the AFC North if they lose to the Chiefs. But if they beat the Chiefs, then they'll win the AFC North. And that would also, like I said, it would guarantee that the Chiefs have to beat the Broncos in Week 18. Unless the Bills just completely screw it up and lose to the Patriots or something, right? If they lose to the Patriots, they play the Patriots twice in 3 weeks. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, the Bills... As long as the Bills do what they're supposed to do against the Patriots and Jets, then that Steelers-Chiefs game could really kind of define what happens for the Bengals in Week 18. But I still can't bring myself to root for the Steelers, though. I know a lot of Bengals fans will be, by the way. A lot of Bengals fans will be rooting for the Steelers. I can't do it. I just can't do it, Giants picked off the Falcons. I saw that. The fail can't suck. Kyle Pitts just yeeted the ball to the Giants defender if he couldn't. Dude, the fall of Kyle Pitts has been interesting to watch. Like, I never expected Kyle Pitts to end up just not being all that impactful in the NFL. That's crazy. Probably put Lions-Vikings on Sunday Night Football in Week 18. That would make sense, yeah. Especially if it's going to be for the division. Although I don't know if it will be. Is it going to be potentially for the division? All right, so it's going to be returned from the end zone by Jermaine Burton, and he's going to step out of a tackle. It gets it down to about the 25-yard line before he is taken down. So the Bengals going to get the ball at the 25-yard line. For the NFC North, the number 1 seed in the NFC, possibly. Is it going to be for the NFC North? If the Giants and Vikings both win next week, then the Vikings... the Vikings would actually take the AFC North, or the NFC North, if they win that game. So, now this would depend on the Vikings being the Packers next week, and the Packers are looking pretty good lately. So, that's no guarantee, but, could be a really interesting game for sure. Joe Burrow shotgun snap. He's going to throw over the middle, and there's a good catch there by T. Higgins to hold on to that ball through the contact. Drags a man with him, picks up about 8 yards total. Bills keep the pressure on. Bills have the tiebreaker. Yeah, that's the thing. The Bills having the tiebreaker is big. So if the Bills keep winning and the Chiefs lose to the Steelers, then game on as far as the number 1 seed goes, right? And then the Steelers are heavily incentivized because they need to clinch the AFC North. And if they don't win that game, it seems decently likely they could lose it. 2nd and 2, it's going to be a handoff to Chase Brown that goes absolutely nowhere. So that's going to be 3rd and 2 now. So yeah, interesting playoff scenarios going on. Coming down to the final stretch here, and the fact that the Bengals are really like I said, legitimately in it right now is fascinating. At 6 and 8, they still got to win out, and they got to beat teams that they haven't beat a team of that caliber yet this year, but they've come really close in all those games too. So if they do win out, the Bengals really have a really decent shot at making the playoffs. But they got to win out, 3rd and 3, Joe Burrow throws. He got Chase Brown. It was a bit of a high throw, but Brown does come down with it, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So that worked out. It wasn't the best play of all time, but it worked out. 1st and 10. I will say, there's been some sloppy play by the Bengals today that is mildly concerning. You do stuff like that against the Steelers. It's hard to see them winning in Week 18, right? And especially if they even happen to make the playoffs, right? But Joe Burrow steps out of pressure, and he's running all the way out to the right. He can't find anywhere to go with it. He just runs, and Myles Garrett takes him down after about a 4-yard gain. Myles Garrett gets basically flung into the bench, but it looks like he's okay. And by flung, I mean essentially flings himself, but, Yeah, good play by Joe Burrow, though, to turn that into at least some sort of positive gain. Because that could have been a terrible play. Joe Burrow, lost control of that ball, but he was well out of bounds by the time that happened. 2nd and 7. Myles Garrett, he's on the sideline. He might be injured. Chase Brown takes the handoff, and he picks up about 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 now. Myles Garrett seems to be not having a good time there. Ooh, that's not good. 3rd and 4. He's on the sideline. He's trying to stretch that back out, and he's kind of wincing. So we'll see what happens. 3rd and 4. Joe Burrow shotgun formation. He's motioning T. Higgins out to the right, and Chase Brown motioning him up to the left. It's an empty formation now. Joe Burrow takes the snap. He throws, and he tries to get T. Higgins, but it's nowhere near him. I don't know why. That must have been a miscommunication. I don't know what the hell that was. So it's 4th and 4. Bengals going to have to punt. With a 17-0 lead, they do not take advantage of the opportunity to double up. But, also with a 17-0 lead, it's still feeling pretty good. But like I said, there's been some sloppy play today that makes you just kind of nervous about playing good teams like the Broncos and the Steelers next couple weeks. On both sides of the ball, by the way, not just the defense. The offense has been a little sloppy today, too. All right, it's punted away, and it's going to actually bounce over number 11 there, who gets tackled by DJ Ivey from behind. And it looked like he was going to try to return that. It didn't work out at all. So the Browns are going to get the ball at the 11-yard line now. The Bengals' coverage, the special teams unit and the coverage has been really good. There's a flag on the play, too. Scoreboard? Thanks, Mikey. We're in the third quarter now, y'all. Sorry. We are in the third quarter. What's this flag? Usually flags are on the return team, so we'll see what happens. False start on the Bengals. Or was that, are they saying illegal formation? I think they were saying illegal formation on the Bengals. Hard to tell because the broadcast isn't telling me, but considering they didn't stop the play, I'm guessing it's probably illegal formation, right? It's going to be 4th and 9 now, so obviously still going to be punting. Going to have to redo the punt, and that's unfortunate because they had him at the 11-yard line. So now they gotta try to pin him again. I did not see what that play was, though. I'm not even seeing any penalty in... Oh, player out of bounds. Okay, that's what happened. Tyson Anderson got called for being out of bounds before the hit. So that's going to knock the Bengals back a little bit, and they're going to punt now from a little farther back. Looks like about the 41-ish yard line. All right. Snaps out, punts up again. Ryan Recal boots that out to about the 18-yard line this time. Much less good protection or punt coverage there. The Browns get about a 10, 11, 12-yard return there. Yep, 12-yard return there. Browns are going to get the ball at the 37-yard line. So it's going to be good field position for the Browns. That's not great. What's also not great is my stream freezing again. Now we're going to commercial, so this one's not as big. Oh, wait. Okay, it's back now. In general, this stream's been a lot more reliable than the other ones. I might do this one more often. But anyway, Bengals 17-0 with 11:10 left to go in the third quarter. So just keep the pressure on. Kyle, do you see the Ravens beat the Steelers last night? It was crazy. I didn't see the game. No, I was having Christmas dinner, early Christmas dinner with my family last night. So I was kind of keeping up with the Chiefs and Texans game, but I didn't keep up with the other games. No, I did not see. But I did see that the Ravens won though, and I was happy to see that because because fuck the Steelers, right? Well, there were Bengals fans trying to get too cute with it, being like, root for the Steelers so they just go ahead and win the division, and then they don't need to play for much in Week 18. And I'm just like, no, dude, I'm not. I understand rooting for them against the Chiefs next week a little bit more, but against the Ravens, nah, that's too early to be rooting for the Steelers. It's way too early. In my opinion, I wouldn't ever root for the Steelers outside of a Week 18 game where it's like the Steelers winning puts the Bengals in the playoffs. Like directly, if you get that direct A-B thing, then yeah, I'll take that. I'll, grit my teeth and root for the Steelers in that situation. But in no other situation am I going to do that. So glad to see the Ravens won. You said it was crazy though. What happened? Let's see. Ravens won 34-17. How crazy was it then? Marlon Humphrey got a pick six, taunts Calvin Austin en route to the house. That sounds hilarious. I wish I would have seen that. Why was it crazy? Looks like the Ravens just kind of generally dominated the game. Like the Steelers never had a lead. And the Ravens got a pick six, and from that point it was basically over. So was it that crazy? I don't know. I mean, it's good, but Colts 30-7. Wonderful. All right, it's going to be a handoff, and the Bengals do a good job of stuffing that. So it's roughly about no gain. Might have gotten like half a yard or so. Mike Hilton's just been a menace in this game, though, dude. Gotta love it. Lou Anarumo's getting creative again, which is nice to see. Like, you know, I'm still not like back on Lou Anarumo's side yet, but he's been getting creative, and that's what we needed to see because his playbook's been so stale for the last couple of years. All right, DTR fakes the handoff. He's gonna throw to Njoku, who gets about 3 yards there, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6 or 7, roughly. You're rooting for the Chiefs next week. Well, yeah, duh. Of course you are. Why? Of course. The Ravens have... Like, honestly, I said this earlier. If the Chiefs beat the Steelers, then the Steelers are probably going to lose the AFC North, right? Well, yeah. Okay, not probably. It's going to be really, really tough. Right? Because the Bengals are going to play them real hard in Week 18, right? And as we saw from last week, the Bengals are no easy out. They just keep losing. DTR, with a lot of pressure, spins out of the pressure, and he's just eventually got to throw it. And it is caught by Jerome Ford. That was a very good throw there by DTR to keep his eyes downfield and eventually figure it out. Very poor coverage there by Akeem Davis-Gaither. So Browns get the 1st down, and they moving the ball now. But yeah, if the Steelers lose to the Chiefs, then I would say the Ravens are probably the favorite to win the division, right? Because, I mean, it would require the Ravens beating the Texans, right? But if you go into Week 18 with the Ravens needing to beat the Browns and the Steelers needing to beat the Bengals, for the Steelers to win, the division, for the Steelers to win the division, they got to beat the Bengals, right? And if you're going, and that's a much, you know, like, I mean, like that, they may or may not be favored in that game. I don't know, but it'll be a really close game. And it's like, you know, it's actually like, I would say the Steelers should feel pretty worried, if they lose to the Chiefs. But it's going to be 2nd and 4 now. Kyle Hamilton pick 6 occurred 1 play after Lamar threw a pick in the red zone. Lamar threw a pick in the red zone? Man, damn. Oh, so that's why it was crazy. Okay. All right. I see. DTR tried to throw a screen, and he would have had that too. Like, they would have had the 1st down there too, but DTR just throws it into the dirt. That was an awful throw. Like, after that, the last play, or like 2 plays ago, great throw by DTR, and that was an awful throw by DTR. Just complete, like they would have easily had the 1st down there. That was a really well-designed wide receiver screen there, and it just did not work. Perhaps Mike Hilton actually might have gotten his hand on that, though, to be fair. That might have been what happened. Couldn't really tell on the replay, but Mike Hilton might have tipped that a little bit. That might have been what happened. All right, DTR, shotgun snap, has to run for it, and Jordan Battle takes him out. Did he get the 1st down? They're gonna have to go for it. I would, like, if I'm the Browns, I'm going for it here either way. Maybe that's close. You're gonna have to see it from the other angle, though. You can't really tell from that angle. Ball. Yeah, he got it. Okay, he got it. 1st down. Yep, 1st down. Kind of annoying that Jordan Battle couldn't hunt him down more than that. All right, DTR is going to fake the handoff, and he's going to pretend to run it, and then he throws to Elijah Moore, but nowhere near him, and that wasn't even tipped by anybody. That was just an awful throw by DTR. This is why I was happy when I saw we were playing DTR and not Jameis Winston, because, like, you know, Jameis Winston's good enough that, like, you get that, like, backup quarterback boost that the Bengals always make backup quarterbacks look good. Did the Giants throw another pick? Good God. And that was a pick 6. That was another pick 6. Wow. All right, yeah, Mikey. No such luck with the Falcons. I think the Giants are just imploding in that game. All right, 2nd and 10. DTR takes the handoff or takes the shotgun snap, throws. He's got David Njoku over the middle for about a 5-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Get off the field here, Bengals. Come on. You know they're still just outside of field goal range. You know, and they'll probably still. I don't know. Would they go for that? I think they'd have to. I think they'd go for it, honestly, on fourth down. Even like, depending. But like it's just outside of field goal range, so it's not a super confident field goal. And you're down 17 midway through the third quarter. So the Browns pretty much, like if you hold them here, Browns are almost certainly going for it. I'd be shocked if they took a field goal. All right, shotgun snap. Throws, nothing. Great way for that play to go for the Bengals. But as I said, that's off there's a flag. What's the flag? Calling pass interference on the Bengals? I had a feeling that might be the case. Marco Wilson looked like he was getting a little handsy. I want to see the replay, but I had a feeling that was going to happen. Can we see the replay? Like, is the NFL scared to show the replay? Zach Taylor looks horrendously pissed. I want to see this replay now. I'm curious. They're not showing the replay. The NFL's scared. I don't know. I mean, I thought, like, on the periphery it looked like, that, like, maybe. But, like, if Zach's that mad, then maybe not. I don't know. Big pressure there on DTR, who dumps it off short to David Njoku. And, oh, my God. And he gets past a bunch of Bengals players. Jermaine Pratt eventually brings him down after, like, a 20-yard gain. I hate this fucking defense sometimes, dude. Against the Browns, man. Come on. Like, if they're doing stuff like this against the Browns, imagine what it's going to be like against the Steelers again. The team that dropped 40 on us last time. And I know they're having an overall good game, but it's against the Browns. Like, Nick Chubb is out. Deshaun Watson is out. They got DTR starting. Like, they're, like, Cedric Tillman's out, so, like, their second-string wide receiver. Be like us losing T. Higgins. Not talent-wise, but Jerome Ford gets the handoff, and he picks up about 4 yards. It'll be second goal, about 2 or 3 to go. I hate the G-men, but should have beaten Washington. That's the thing. Yeah, the Giants suck, though. Hopefully they beat the Colts, though, because it doesn't look like the Titans are going to. Yeah, 31-7. Oh, my God. All right, DTR hands the ball off. Jerome Ford. Nobody's even in his way for the end zone. Holy crap. Well, the defense finally broke against the Browns. God damn, man. My buddy Josh isn't happy about people criticizing the Bengals defense for, and the Browns missed the extra point. Holy shit. Nice. That's a momentum killer. All right, so it's going to be 17-6. Bengals maintain an 11-point lead. That's not bad. Like, I mean, that's not great. But an 11-point lead versus a 10-point lead means, let them get a touchdown and a field goal that ties the game. 11-point lead means it has to be 2 touchdowns. So that does make a bit of a difference. But, yeah, my buddy Josh, he's getting mad at Bengals fans. I'm guessing probably on Facebook, right? For saying that, it's just the Browns, shouldn't be excited about the defense playing well against them. And, like, that's kind of what I've been saying. Like, but, no, I will give him credit, though. I will give him credit. The defense does deserve credit for playing well. I'm just not getting that excited until they beat a good team, until they play even remotely decent against a good team. The defense, I'm glad you're playing well against the Browns, man. Played well against the Titans last week. Okay, cool. They also played well against the Patriots. And I know we lost that game, but it wasn't the defense's fault. Maybe at the very tail end, the last drive was the defense's fault, but it's like against these bad teams, they've done well, great. But the reason that we're, on the outside of the playoff picture looking in, is because the defense has just been horrendous every time it matters. Yeah, we played well against, like, the frickin' Raiders, right? Still let them score 24 points. It wasn't a great game against the Raiders. It was just an okay game against the Raiders. Held the Cowboys to 20, but the Cowboys aren't that great. But like every other team, it's been like letting them drop like 40 points, except for the Browns. The last time we played the Browns, we only gave them 14. Which, by the way, if we it'd be kind of weird if we let them score 14 this time. It would require a 2-point conversion. But, if we let them score 14 here, we'll win the game. But, man. Yeah, I understand where he's coming from, though. I understand where he's coming from. The defense does deserve credit. I need them to do something good against a good team for once, My dad said that Cade York field goal made up for the earlier miss. I don't know if it does make up for the earlier miss, because the earlier, it was a really good field goal. But let me see. Hold on. I forget how long the field goal he missed was, though. Because it wasn't a super difficult field goal, Here we go. Missed field goal. 47-yard field goal. Okay, so it wasn't a gimme by any means, but like a normal NFL kicker should be making that field goal. And it wasn't that it was short, it was that it was, it was wide. Right? So, although actually it might have been left. But anyway, point being, I don't know if making a 59-yard field goal makes up for missing the 47-yard field goal, because like we'd be up 20-6 right now, right? And I mean we're up 17-6 now. I still feel fine, but we'd be up 20-6, and that would feel a lot better, That'd be a 14-point lead right now. Which, to be fair, 14-point lead, 11-point lead doesn't make that much of a difference, but I don't know if I agree that it completely makes up for the miss. I'm still concerned. Jermaine Burton with a really just awful attempt at a kick return, although he does spin out of a tackle and ends up making up for it. So, he gets back to a reasonable kick return area, or a reasonable level of a kick return. So give Jermaine Burton credit for picking it back up after that. There's no, like, why he tried to cut across the field, but ended up losing a bunch of momentum by doing that, and ended up like almost got tackled at like the 15-yard line. So that was that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm glad he got it to eventually to the 26-yard line, but I'm not happy about that kick return. All right, 1st and 10. Drew Sample motions and Joe Burrow takes a snap, throws over the middle to Jamar Chase, who I don't know what the hell happened there. Did it bounce off his hands or was it tipped? It's an incomplete pass either way. All right, come on, Bengals. Come on. Don't let the Browns back into this game, please. For the love of God, just don't do that to me. God, we're up 2 scores and I'm getting nervous. Now, I'm not that nervous right now, but I'm a little nervous, which shouldn't be the case in this situation against this team. But, 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. From the 26. Joe Burrow shotgun snap, throws it. T. Higgins can't get out of the tackle, picks up about 3.5 yards. T. Higgins hurts his ankle. Oh, no. Great. And he's struggling to get up, too. Looks like his ankle got twisted up on there. God damn it. Like, honestly, if we lose T. Higgins, man, like, I really worry about efficacy in the playoffs anyway, because, like, when T. Higgins isn't on the field, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, T. Higgins hasn't been consistently contributing at a high level all year, even when he is on the field, but what him being on the field does is it opens up other guys. So if T. Higgins is out, then, people put a lot more pressure on Jamar Chase, and I just don't want that. While we're here, are we doing the same power ranking categories or not? I don't know, Mikey. Probably. We'll talk about that a little bit more later, though. I know that's coming up, though. But again, that's in between Week 18 and the wild card round. We'll talk about that a little later. Higgins is down. Unfortunate. Looking ahead, an injury like that can hurt his chances of getting a long-term bag he's wanted this whole time. Well, that's just unfortunate in general, Jay. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna root for the guy to get injured so that we can re-sign him cheaper. That's what you're implying. I don't want to root for that. That's just purely unfortunate the way I see it. And my perspective is if we have any chance of making the playoffs, we really need T. Higgins to be healthy because he helps the offense. You know, even if T. Higgins isn't making big plays in the game, which he has been lately. T. Higgins has been playing well lately. But even without him playing well, he still draws attention away from other guys. So you really don't want to lose him. Let me see if I can find anything on Twitter about this. Yeah, people just upset. Looks like T. Higgins is walking off on his own power off the field, so that's good news for him not being severely hurt. Hopefully he's not out for the rest of the game. But good sign, though, per James Rapine, good sign that he was on the field for over a minute but walked off under his own power. So probably got a stinger, might have even sprained his ankle, but looking like he avoided a catastrophic injury, so nothing really bad. But yeah, hopefully he's okay. Got Jermaine Burton in the game now, though. Hopefully he can make an impact. All right. He's playing the slot right now. No, he's all the way out to the left side. Joe Burrow just gets fucking destroyed on the next play on 3rd and 7. The Bengals going to have to punt. Wonderful. God damn it. And the Browns are grittying. Of course they are. Grant Delpit grittying. Very badly grittying, by the way. But grittying after the sack. So it's 4th and 16. Bengals going to have to punt. God damn it. Yeah, it looks like his ankle twisted a little bit, but I didn't see anything that was like severely bad, so hopefully he's fine. All right, Bengals punting from like the 20 now. All right, Recal boots it. He's really just going for distance on this one. He gets distance. It's going to be returned from the 18, but, really not so great punt return coverage there. It's going to be returned to about the 36-yard line. Now, granted, that's the problem. When you have to boot it all the way down the field, the defense, it's hard for the returning team to get down the field quickly enough to have good coverage. So that's the thing, but it's what you got to do. You got Patrick Starr over there on the billboard trying to pump up the Bengals crowd. That's pretty funny. All right, come on, defense. Wasn't a great drive on the last one. Let's get the shit together now. Come on, defense. From the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. DTR's under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Jerome Ford, and there you go. Maybe gave him half a yard. Maybe. Joseph Osai coming down with the tackle there. Good play. Good play. It'll be 2nd and really 9.5 there. What a play by Jared Goff to get that ball to Sam Laporta after what looked like he stumbled out of the into the play action and then pulled himself together to make that throw. Great play by the Lions. All right, DTR fakes the handoff. He's going to throw over the middle, and that is just caught. Damn, Jerry Jeudy to the 50. Cam Taylor-Britt once again. Don't know if the Giants are tanking or if they're trash. They're probably trash, Mikey. I think they're just trash. I don't think they're tanking. Players don't tank, first of all. Like teams, I do think sometimes teams, like front offices tank, but I think the Browns might be tanking right now, right? I think that's why they're just pulling a lot of their good players. I think the front office is basically trying to make it easier for them to lose. It's going to be not so much of a play action pass there from DTR to David Njoku, and Jermaine Pratt brings him down for about a 2-yard gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. So I don't think the Giants are tanking. The Giants haven't. The Giants again. It's the front offices that tank, not the players. And I think putting Drew Lock in with how bad Tommy Cutlets has been playing. I think putting Drew Lock in is their way of trying to spark something. Obviously, he's not very good, but DTR throws and really well broken up there by, was that Isaiah Wilson? There's another flag, though. They're going to call him for pass interference again. Ah, damn it. That's like, oh no, roughing the passer. Okay. So it actually was a good play by Wilson. Joseph Osai gets called for roughing the passer. I'd like to see this. Oh yeah, he's way late, dude. And he doesn't bring him down, though. Like, is that roughing the passer? I mean, like, he's way late. Like that play was well over by the time Joseph Osai got on top of him. But he stopped. Like, I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that that's fair at all. He didn't even hit him that hard. Like, he ran into him, realized that he didn't have the ball anymore, and stopped. How is that? That seems like a massive abuse of what the rule is intended to be there. Nice play there by Jordan Battle to just like completely destroy Jerome Ford, who's trying to like weave his way in the backfield there. And Jordan Battle with the diving tackle to take him down for a 4-yard loss in the backfield. There you go. That's the kind of fire you need on defense. But yeah, dude, that Joseph Osai thing, like he stopped. Like, how is it roughing the passer if he stops and isn't doing any roughing? He didn't bring him down. He ran into him a little bit, but running into... They even have a distinction when it comes to kickers. There's a running into the kicker rule. They distinct that from roughing. That's silly to me. Maybe they need to have a running into the passer rule. I don't know. DTR is going to run it himself and nobody can fucking tackle him. Oh my god, and they let him pick up a first down. What the hell is the defense doing, dude? They're fucking collapsing like they always do late in games. I hate everything about this. We got a 2-score lead right now, so I'm not panicking yet, but I'm really fucking pissed off. Like, why is it every goddamn week we do this shit? I get so tired of this shit, man. They all look just completely inept out there. They have no idea how to handle a quarterback running. Like, honestly, that's all you really need to do to beat the Bengals. You don't even need to throw the ball. Just run the ball with the quarterback on every play. They'd have no idea how to stop it. And then they can't stop Jerome Ford there from pushing his way to 7-yard gain. God, and the defense is collapsing. Great. God, I hate it. God, this is so stupid. Every damn week they do this, man. Every damn week. And they did it to some extent against the Titans last week. And they didn't let it ruin the game. But, they... Handoff, Jerome Ford. Once again, nobody tackles him until he gets to the second level. It's going to be a first down. Just absolutely fucking disgusting effort by the defense when it matters, man. God, they've been having a good game today. They just completely fall apart. My God. Yeah, so the main thing, like the Bengals defense was kind of falling apart against the Titans last week. And then they got a bunch of turnovers, and that was really kind of changed the whole game there, right? But it was a ton of turnovers. Holy crap. First 2 drives were a touchdown, and then it was fumble, interception, end of half, punt, pick 6, fumble, interception before 2 consecutive touchdown drives at the end. So it's like when they're not getting turnovers, they're just getting eaten alive, and it's so annoying. Jonathan Taylor has over 200 yards. I'm sure he does. That game isn't going our way either. But if, obviously the Bengals need to finish off this game for that to even matter. Like, why can't they just be a normal team for one game? I know we're winning, and I know we're probably still going to win, but God. Like, come on, man. Falcons absolutely obliterating the Giants up 31-7. Lions up 34-17 over the Bears. Looks like the Bears are starting to kind of get their shit together a little bit, but obviously not enough. Bengals obviously up 17-6 over the Browns, but the Browns are driving. Colts up 38-7 over the Titans. Rams and Jets are tied 9. Well, not anymore. They were tied 9-9, and then Matt Stafford threw a touchdown to Higbee. So they're up 15-9, probably going to be 16-9 here in a sec. Eagles beating the Commanders 24-14. Panthers beating the Cardinals 23-20. And that is what the slate looks like right now. So currently, nothing really going the Bengals' way at all. Other than the fact that the Bengals are winning, probably going to continue to win. But, just, it's still very annoying. Really obnoxious. And then, obviously, the Colts are obliterating the Titans after the Titans got off to a good start, and that's unfortunate. So that game's not going the way we want it to go. But, I mean, there's still 2 more games left for the Colts. Like, I'm not that worried about this one because all 3 of these games are games that, like, you don't really expect the Colts to lose, which is unfortunate for us. But, you're pretty much every week you're going to be rooting for something crazy to happen to the Colts, right? I'm really kind of hoping next week the Giants get the job done, though, because, like, I don't want to go into Week 18 with a really motivated Colts team against a Jaguars team that has basically nothing to play for. That would be not great. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. DTR hands the ball off. Jerome Ford. Nope, he keeps it, and he runs it himself for a touchdown because everything is awful. Oh, there's a flag, though, actually. There's a flag. So, holding on the Browns. Okay, no touchdown. Bengals got a lucky break there. All right. Jordan Atkins. Don't believe in the Giants. Don't. Yeah, I know, Mikey. But, like, I don't have much of a choice, man. Kind of like you, Oh, yeah, that was crazy holding on Josh Newton. Josh Newton probably could have stopped that touchdown. That was definitely holding on Jordan Atkins. No question. The Bengals D had been taking a nap lately, letting DTR run all over them. I know, right? The Browns beat themselves on the holding penalty. It's true. All right, 1st and 13 now. All right, can you maybe at least just hold them to a field goal or something? It'd be real nice. DTR, shotgun snap, throws, overthrown for Jerry Jeudy, and it's going to be 2nd and 13. Okay, come on, man. Oh, boy. Any updates on T. Higgins? I don't know. No updates on T. Higgins so far. It's going to be a short pass in the backfield to Jerome Ford, who, gets past a bunch of Bengals and picks up like 10 yards there. Another flag. We're going to get holding again. We're going to get holding again on the Browns. Yeah, we are. We are going to get another holding call. That's going to knock them back again. So it's going to be 2nd and like 23 now. No, it's going to be 3rd, right? Because loss of downs, right? Because the play happened. We're not talking about a false start here. Will that be like 3rd and 23 then? Unless they're going to give him... Well, I always forget where they actually... It's probably from the point of the hold, right? So it's going to be 2nd and 21. Okay, so... Yeah, so it's still a pretty disastrous series of events for the Browns, which is good for us. My stream just crapped out on me again, so apologies. Oh, here... Commercial break? What? Somebody take a timeout? Oh, okay, yeah. No, so I guess TV timeout. Whatever. Stupid. Oh, wait a minute. Did the Bengals have the ball? Did I just miss a play? Is that what happened? Oh, DTR threw an interception. Intercepted by Jordan Battle. Okay. Damn, I can't. I'm sad I missed that then. Nice job, finally. All right. Well, that's the thing with the defense, man. The defense isn't great, but they get those turnovers, and that was the recipe to get to the Super Bowl. They're not great, but they turn the ball over. So, I mean, I'd rather them just be good. You know, I really would just rather them be good, but, you know, if they get the job done at all, then I guess that is what really counts. You fell asleep? Yeah, I think most people probably fallen asleep watching this game so far. This has not been that interesting of a game. It has been if you're not one of those people who needs them to, score a billion points every game to like football, which I'm not one of those people, but a lot of people seem to think that low-scoring games are boring in the NFL, and this has been a low-scoring game for sure. Been a lot of the Bengals' offense moving the ball and just not getting it done at the end, and then a lot of the Browns' offense being mostly awful. So, all right, well, the Bengals' defense actually, in the 11th hour, comes away on that drive, not allowing any points. So that's phenomenal. That is just phenomenal. That is phenomenal. That, you know, with the missed extra point and then that, I mean, you want to talk about a momentum shift, man. God, the Browns had the opportunity to go get momentum, and it's gone. Falcons up 31-7 on the Giants. Lions up 34-17 on the Bears. Almost in the fourth quarter, they're not scoring 70, sorry. Colts up 38-15 on the Titans. Boo. You know, I mean, the game's not over, but, it feels pretty close to over. Chase Brown takes the handoff. Did a little decent run there, about a 5-yard gain. Rams up 16-9 on the Jets. Eagles up 24-14 on the Commanders. And Panthers up 23-20 on the Cardinals. So, yeah, that Colts-Titans game is not over by any means, but, because, I mean, they still have, the whole fourth quarter and some of the third quarter left to go. That was a good interception there. I just saw that interception on the replay. Yeah, Titans down 23 points. So, I mean, they need a big comeback here, but it could be done. Joe Burrow gets sacked after just a horrendous effort by the Browns, or by the Bengals offensive line. Man. Myles Garrett's starting to show his colors in this one, man. Poop for the Browns. That is accurate, John. The Browns are poopy. All right, so now it's going to be 3rd and 10. But it looks like I guess it was a 5-yard sack. 3rd and 10 now. All right, come on. T. Higgins back on the field. That's good to see. I didn't notice if he was on the last 2 plays, but he is back on the field, so it looks like he's okay. All right, it's going to be a throw to Mike Gesicki, who I don't think he quite got the first down there. I think he's going to be a half-yard short. He doesn't seem too happy about that, but it looked a little short to me. Let's see. Yeah, he was short. He was definitely short. Do you go for it here? I don't think so. But the Bengals offense is going out on the field. Now, whether they actually attempt to go for it here or not, I don't know. This would be really risky. But you never know. Mike Gesicki's under center. Okay, now they motion. Joe Burrow is... yeah, they were just trying to draw the Browns off sides. Didn't work out. All right, so the Bengals are going to punt. Took the delay of game. I didn't think they'd go for it because that's a massive risk. You know, with how... no, they didn't take the delay of game. They actually just took a timeout. But that would have been a massive risk with how generally bad the Browns offense has been today. But they've been heating up lately. And if you just give them a really easy set of points there while you're, nursing an 11-point lead, that would have been disastrous if you had not gotten the conversion there. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they... I was a little surprised to see them pretending like they were going to go for it, but not that surprised because the Bengals do that all the time. And they are pretty aggressive on fourth down sometimes. So I think that's what they do. Their philosophy is if they're aggressive on fourth downs, then sometimes they can pretend like they're going to go for it, even if they're not actually going to go for it. All right, so the punt is away. It's going to be fair caught. It's a very good punt, down to about the 14, maybe the 13-yard line. And hold on a minute. Who punted that ball? Oh, okay. I thought I saw number 6, and I was like, that's Jake Browning's number. But no, it was number 8, and I just didn't see it correctly, probably. Yeah. Good punt there by Ryan Rico. 56 yards. Cleveland's going to get the ball at the 15-yard line. Good news for us. Need Tampa to win tonight? That's rough, Mikey. But you see, that's the type of thing. That right there is the type of thing that I would root for the Steelers in that situation. If the Bengals directly need them to win to stay alive, then yeah, you root for your rival team, even if you don't like it. The difference is a lot of Bengals fans are rooting for the Chiefs or the Steelers against the Chiefs to set up a favorable situation. And I don't think that the situation that you're setting up is necessarily all that more favorable. I mean, it is a little more favorable, but not substantially more favorable, right? So, I mean, it could be useful, and if it happens, I'll look the other way, and it won't be the most angry I've ever been about a Steelers win before. It helps that they're playing another team I don't like, but, just don't want to root for it. But yeah, if like you need them to win to stay alive, to not be eliminated, right? So that's the situation where you root for you do what you got to do, right? Falcons win eliminates y'all. Is that right? Oh well, then yeah, you have no reason to root for the Buccaneers then, who are playing the Cowboys. Got nothing to do with you, Mikey. If the Falcons are currently up 34-7. You're not. The Giants aren't coming back. I hate to be the one to break that to you, but the Giants aren't coming back. Go Buccaneers. Against the Cowboys. I don't know. I don't know if I care who wins that game. I mean, I do like. I am a Baker Mayfield fan, so I guess I'll root for Baker Mayfield. No offense, Mikey, but Tampa just keeps on getting quarterbacks I like. It's hard for me to root against players that I like. And unfortunately, the Saints don't really have any players who are some of my favorite players, All right, 1st and 10. It's going to be a play action to Jerome Ford, and it's going to be a toss to Jerome Ford. And oh my God, no tackling at all. They let him get a first down on that play. So that just completely, they just squandered the favorable field position there. I know, Mark, I'm rooting for Atlanta to not make it. Oh, that's what you're rooting for. Okay. Well, fair enough then. So you hate the Falcons more than you hate the Bucs. It's fair. It's fair. I would imagine. I think the Saints have a historic rivalry with the Falcons, not as much with the Buccaneers. That's going to be a handoff to Jerome Ford, and once again, piss poor tackling. He picks up 6 yards. Terrible. Don't understand how the only NFL game I get right now is Rams at Jets. Yeah, being in Missouri, right? You live in Missouri, right? So that's pretty odd. Why the Rams and Jets? I don't know. Strange. 1 sec. 2nd and 5. It's going to be thrown to Njoku. There's not really any good coverage there at all. Jong Meta brings him down, but not after he gets a first down. The nice thing is the clock's moving. And we're in the 4th quarter, which I should probably update, by the way. We're in the 4th quarter and the clock's moving. The Bengals got a multi-score lead. So that's good, but come on. Defense has got to do better, though. Jerome Ford, there you go. Bengals defense does it. Now, come on, tackle him. Oh, my God. The Bengals defense stopped Jerome Ford at the line, but they let him push back for 3 yards. Come on. Vikings Seahawks as the Fox game, that's late, but how Rams and Jets as the early game on CBS? Yeah, that is weird. I would I'm kind of surprised that you're not like okay, so like if you live in Missouri, right? So I would think out of all these games, I would think Colts Titans would be what you get, right? That would make the most sense. 2nd and 7. It's going to be a throw to number 20 there. Good job by Cam Taylor-Britt to wrap him up and tackle him. Only give him about a yard or two. Who was that? Was that Pierre? Yep, Pierre Strong Jr. on the catch. You can look up the NFL TV map for this week to see what game you get. Yeah, I don't get any of them because I don't have TV. I got an option between Rams, Jets, and Eagles, Commanders, but I'm watching Rams, Jets. Then I got 49ers, Dolphins. 49ers, Dolphins going to be potentially interesting if the Bengals hold on to the win today. 3rd and 6. Rolls back, DTR, just rolls out of pressure eventually, throws it over the middle. Nice job! Intercepted by Geno Stone on the tip from DJ Ivey, and the Bengals get another turnover. Let's go, baby! What a play. I was just sitting there thinking when DJ Ivey tipped that ball, I was like, great play by DJ Ivey to knock that ball away. That's what you want to see. But then it ends up being tipped backward and Geno Stone comes down with it. What an amazing team interception right there. Give Geno Stone credit for catching it, sure. But DJ Ivey knocking that ball away and then it being finished off by Geno Stone, what a play. What a play. Think the Colts would early CBS, Bears on Fox. Yeah, that's what I would think, right? I would think the Colts would what you'd be getting in Missouri, right? Because, it's, two teams that are I wouldn't call the Titans exactly a Midwest team, but they're still relatively much closer geographically than what you're getting, right? That is weird that you're getting the Jets game. That is very strange. Get the Bills late. Maybe it's because maybe there are still some I don't know. Are there still a bunch of St. Louis people who are still fans of the Rams that just followed them even though they left the city? Because if that's the case, maybe that would explain it. If there's still a market for Rams fans in St. Louis, I can't imagine because St. Louis as a whole got really upset about that when that happened. I can't imagine there's large pockets of Rams fans still hanging out in St. Louis. But, if so, that would explain it. Colts only have to beat the Jags and Giants to win out. Don't we need them to lose a game? We do. Need the Dolphins to lose at least once and the Broncos to lose week 17 in KC. And week 18 in KC. Of course, we need to beat Denver. Yep. It's still complicated for the Bengals to make the playoffs. The Titans getting destroyed by the Colts doesn't help. But, and the Colts are driving again almost in field goal range again. So yeah, I don't think there's any real hope of a Titans comeback there. So we're gonna really need some help from the Giants and the Jaguars. Never know. Never know. Still on a commercial break. I know it's Mac Jones, and I have always been a guy who does not believe in Mac Jones, even in the slightest bit. But you never know. The Jaguars have done it before. The Jaguars have done it before at week 18 against the Colts. So you never know. And that helped the Steelers get in the playoffs. All right, Chase Brown, nice run there. I think he picks up about 9. Might have gotten the first down. I think he's going to be about an inch or two short, though. Chase Brown's real good, y'all. Not a lot. Yeah, most people hate Kroenke. That's the impression I've gotten. So I wouldn't think there's a large number of Rams fans still in St. Louis, right? People here love the Chiefs or hate the Chiefs. I'm in the middle. Why is that not? Why is my thing? What the hell? Y'all seeing that? So Chase Brown just got the handoff. For some reason, my thing froze. Here we go. All right, it just froze a minute, I guess. Most people hate Kroenke. Yeah, I would imagine. Hate the Chiefs, love the Chiefs, or hate the Chiefs. Ew. How's the game going? Well, it's going mostly good, William, but there's been a lot of sloppy play, right? The defense has been getting some turnovers, though, and that's really kind of helped like this from being a disaster. Joe Burrow's going to throw it deep, and he's got Andre Yoshivas for the basket drop. I shouldn't have done this. It's not a touchdown, but it's like a 40-yard throw. It's a deep throw to Andre Yoshivas, and just dropping it in the basket, and that's a huge play. So you're asking how the game's going, William? That's how it's going right now. It's been sloppy by the Bengals today, but not enough to let the Browns kind of take this one, right? So yeah, that's how it's pretty much gone. But that's a big play by the Bengals right there, and they're being in field goal range now. 6:20 left to go in the game. Feeling pretty good. Jamar Chase, nice with the stiff arm. Almost manages to stay on his feet and go get a touchdown there, but not so much. There's a flag on the play, though. They're going to call... Jamar Chase is calling for face mask. I don't know if he's going to get it. Personal foul, face mask. Oh, they did call it on. Okay, so the Browns... So face mask on the Browns, that's going to give the Bengals some extra yards. Probably half the distance because Jamar Chase got pretty close there. Fired Zach, I demand it. I'm not there yet, Chris. If they miss the playoffs, yeah. And obviously, well, yeah, no, I think if they miss the playoffs, you fire Zach, yeah. That was a weak face mask, but, I don't know if I agree with that penalty, but whatever. Bengals get the ball now at the 3.5-yard line. Chase Brown takes the handoff, keeps his legs moving, nice. Picks up about 1.5 yards, but, it looked like he wasn't going to get anything, so it worked out okay. Fires Zach. If they miss the playoffs, yeah, probably. If they win out and still miss the playoffs, then we're kind of in a gray area, right? Like, maybe not. The Bengals probably won't do it, so, you should probably expect that. If the Bengals lose one more game, though, I agree, fire Zach. It's been unacceptable. 3 years in a row now, that we've, started, had a bad start to the season, and it's haunted us late down the stretch. Chase Brown takes the handoff, and he just gets completely stopped there. There's nothing. But it keeps the clock moving, though, so that's fine. 5 minutes, 4:59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54 for syncing purposes. But, point being, the clock's moving, and they've got a they got a 2-score lead right now. So even if he doesn't get in the end zone here, if you keep that clock moving, that's really the real prize here is just getting that clock moving. Yoshi got it done, John. Yoshi's been having a good game today. Give him credit. All right. Oh my God. Joe Burrow fumbles. No. Oh God. And it's recovered by the Browns. Joe Burrow got sacked and he fumbled the ball. Got recovered by the Browns, and So I mean, it's going to be about like the equivalent if the Bengals hadn't gotten down the field, but they still ran a bunch of time off the clock. But the Browns are going to get the ball at like the 25-ish yard line, so it's not disaster, but it's not good. You don't want to give them any kind of momentum, but still 2-score lead, and there's like a little over 4 minutes left to go in the game, so. Just don't completely collapse here, right? But yeah, real dumbass play there by Joe Burrow, frankly. Like just go down, honestly. Like considering where you are on the field, where you are in the game, the worst thing you could do there is lose the ball. Just fucking go down, But it's like I said, they get the ball at the 21-yard line. Just defense, please don't collapse. It's going to be a throw short for Jerome Ford, and he gets about a 2 or 3 yards before Mike Hilton brings him down. So, and that was inbounds too. So that clock's still moving. So like I said, that Joe Burrow fumble, stupid. Do better, Joe. But probably not a catastrophic thing at this point in the game, right? Especially because it's not like they had a big return. All right, 2nd and 7, DTR, shotgun formation. Takes a snap, rolls back, and he's going to throw, and oh my God, he's got a wide open Elijah Moore. Gets out of bounds. Nobody was even covering him. What the hell was that? Good God. 3:48 left to go, and the clock stopped. Been there, and will be until they do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. 1 minute, John. Oh, you know what? I'll respond to you here in a sec, Chris. DTR, shotgun snap, throws as he's hit. But he does get it to Elijah Moore, who steps out of bounds after he catches it, but about a 5-yard gain. 6-yard gain, actually. So, you're going to be at the fire, Zach, until they do it? Yeah. Look, dude, if they make the playoffs, I can't advocate for firing Zach. I just can't, you know? If they win out and they do everything they got to do the rest of the season, I'll be open to keeping Zach. But yeah, if they lose one more game, I'm down to fire him. All right, and there you go. DTR gets taken down. I think that was Chris Jenkins who got to him first, but was finished off by J2 Fele. Good play there. TV map says Missouri is red, Eagles Washington, or blue, Lions at Bears. Like 3 small spots are green, Vikings at Seahawks. One of the 3 green spots. That's interesting luck there. I think I'd be most interested... I don't know. Anyway, 3rd and 8. Come on, defense. Get off the field. DTR under pressure, and he just keeps spinning out of pressure and everything. Eventually, just got to throw the ball away. And it's 4th and 8 now. But they got to go for it. Right? It's 3 minutes left to go. They're down 2 scores. They have to go for it. So they're going to go for it. This is probably the game, honestly, right here. It's like I said, even with the fumble, you're probably, it's not the end of the world. This, though, is going to, Bengals should be feeling pretty good about their chances regardless. But this is the game for the Browns, though. If the Browns have any chance, it's this play. This play. You got to convert here. Otherwise, the Bengals are just going to run out way too much clock on the next set of downs. DTR running around, and he stumbles, and just just eventually throws it, and it's caught by David Njoku for a first down. Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely horrendous. What on earth? Absolutely. So they get pressure on him, can't get anything done, and then on a tightrope, David Njoku keeps his feet in bounds. Gets that ball secured. Oh my, what a terrible play. That's going to be a throw that time to David Njoku. Jordan Battle hits him hard from behind, but he holds on to the ball, and that's going to be about a 3-yard gain. Keeps the clock moving, though, so that's helpful. Tennessee ain't out of it yet. What do you mean? What? Did they score? Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope, Mark. Don't do it. I don't know if that's nice. Okay, DTR is getting under pressure again, and he fumbles. It goes out of bounds. But I think that's going to count as a sack, though, so that's going to be way back. Tennessee 38-22 with 8:13 left. I mean, yeah, it's not over. They got a touchdown. It's not over, but they're 16 points down well into the 4th quarter. I don't know. I'll probably, after this game, I'll probably switch over to the Titans game briefly just to see what happens. There's a flag on the play, too. What's the flag? Intentional grounding on DTR, which doesn't make any sense because, didn't he fumble? Wasn't that a fumble? I mean, I'll take it, I guess, whatever, but I feel like that was a fumble. I'm just confused by, I'm not mad. I'm just really confused. That was Cedric Johnson, by the way, who got the, I guess what's going to count as a sack now because of the intentional grounding. But yeah, he tried to throw and it got knocked away by Cedric Johnson. That's not intentional grounding at all. Maybe he was going to be intentional grounding, but that's not what I disagree with that call. DTR, shotgun snap, and he just gets sacked, taken down. Great play there by, looked like McKinley Jackson, who's been coming on really strong lately. McKinley Jackson gets the sack, and that's going to push the Browns way back. And they still, we just hit the 2-minute warning, so it's going to be 4th and like 30 to go, and the Browns are going to have to go for it. 4th and 27 to go, and the Browns have to go for it, right? Because, I mean, if they don't, like if the Bengals get the ball back, game's essentially over. Like not completely. I think the Bengals would still need one more first down to like really seal it. But if you don't keep this drive going, you're basically dead in the water, right? So, this should be it, right? Honestly, this should be the end of it, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see. Didn't expect Joe Burrow to fumble either. CBS early, Missouri is all red, Rams and Jets small green, Titans at Colts pocket and southeast Missouri boot heel part. CBS late game, Missouri is all blue for Patriots at Bills. All right then. Fire Zach, the sooner the better. No, that's stupid, Chris. You don't fire Zach right now if you've got a chance at the playoffs. If the Bengals make the playoffs and you want to fire him after they inevitably lose in the playoffs, then you do whatever you want to do. But you don't fire him if you still have a shot at the playoffs. That's stupid, honestly. First of all, by the way, I don't remember you in my stream before, so, welcome to the show. I'm not trying to shit talk you or anything. I just completely disagree with that perspective. You don't fire him now. You just don't do that. Bengals beat a 3-11 team starting third-string quarterback. Yeah, I know. I'm not impressed by that either. But, if they lose next week to the Broncos, then I think fire Zach, sure. But, if they still can make the playoffs, you try to make the playoffs, period. You don't fire the coach in the middle of a playoff run. You just don't, at all. Check out Washington and Philly. Hold on. What's going on there? Eagles up 27-21. They're moving. Is there something interesting going on there? It's a close game, but I don't think it's that interesting. I don't know. I'm probably going to switch over to Titans-Colts after this. Just because, the Titans are still alive. You never know, right? Colts missed a field goal. Titans got a touchdown. Colts punted, and Titans are moving the ball again. So if the Titans get a touchdown, then they're only down by 10 points. So, that's obviously still could happen. Be an epic collapse by the Colts, but, I'll probably switch over to that game after this game. Unless the Titans, fumble or something, and then I'm not going to bother. All right, from the 36-yard line, last attempt, DTR. He's going to throw, and that is too high and for Woods the second. And that is going to be a failed conversion. Bengals going to get the ball back in pretty good field range, by the way. Pretty good field position. It's going to be what I said, the 31-yard line or something like that. So, they're basically already in field goal range. So the game's over, right? Essentially. Obviously, Cade York could miss a field goal, et cetera, but, they got a... Bengals are 99, got to have a 99% chance to win the game at this point, right? Let's see if I can find the ESPN thing, right? Gamecast, win probability. Yep, Bengals have a 99.9% chance to win this game right now, so it's basically over. Apparently a play happened that I missed that looks like the Bengals gained 4 yards out of it, whatever it was. So it's 2nd and 6 now. The Browns are going to take their first timeout. Bengals have a 99.9% chance to win. I think we're okay now. CBS early map, mostly all red. NFL TV maps I find very interesting to look at. I do too, to some extent, John. I do too. Mikey's depressed? I'm sure you are. Sure you are. Saints eliminated. That's... Sorry about that, Mikey. Sorry about your luck. Not us, though. We ain't eliminated yet. We ain't eliminated yet. And looking like we're going to stay alive for another week, too. 1:49 left to go, 2nd and 6. Joe Burrow's in the shotgun formation for some god-awful reason. I don't know why at all, shotgun formation. Flag, He's going to throw it up to Jamar Chase, who looks like he caught the touchdown pass on a free play because it was at offsides. And I think, are they saying that's a touchdown? Bengals got a touchdown. Let's go. And that was just on, like, I mean, Joe, that was just a free broken play because of the offsides. Bengals knew that they had the, like, it was just a free play, do whatever you want. So Joe Burrow just threw it up to Jamar Chase, and we got a fucking touchdown. Holy shit. And is that running up the score? Is Dennis Allen going to go apologize? I don't think so, because personally, I think, like, now the game's over, right? The game's over now, right? Like, Browns don't have all of their timeouts now. Browns had to burn a timeout. Bengals now have a 3-score lead pending the holy shit. Hold on. Pending the extra point attempt. All right, kick is up, and that's good. Okay, so it is officially, might have been already. I'm not thinking the math perfectly, I guess, but it's now officially a 3-score lead for the Bengals. And it looks like we're going to finish with I correctly predicted the Bengals score. Looks like we're going to finish with me correctly predicting the Bengals score. But I was too optimistic about the Browns, apparently. Although, I mean, you know, well, no, the Browns almost certainly aren't going to get 17. Like, I mean, what would that require? That would require a touchdown and 2 safeties, right? It basically require a touchdown and 2 safeties. Or it would require, I guess, for the Browns to get to 17, not a touchdown and 2 safeties. What am I thinking? It would require the Browns to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion and a field goal, right? Which is stupid, by the way. There's no reason the Browns would ever go for a field goal, so there's no way. But, I mean, the touchdown and the 2-point conversion is possible. So, I mean, they could get close. Let's see. The Bengals currently have an 18-point lead. So, let's say the Browns get 14 points, and so you'd need 3 touchdowns, basically, right? At no point does a field goal help you at all. So there's no way, no way, it's not even possible. Even if the Browns get a big Hail Mary and get down the field, there's no reason they just like take the field goal and then go for the onside kick, right? Because a field goal doesn't do you any good right now at all. It doesn't help. You're still down 3 scores if you do that, right? Dude, Jamar Chase is just over there just like yucking it up on the sideline. That's wonderful to see. As I said, though, is Dennis Allen going to show up and apologize for us running up the score on the Browns? Which, again, by the way, I would argue this is not running up the score. I don't even think they intended to get a touchdown there. It was just like it was offsides anyway, so might as well just chuck it up and see what happens. But also, like, now the game's over. There was a slim chance the Browns could win before. Now it's over. DTR is going to throw it short to Jerome Ford, who picks up like 9 yards there, but he stays in bounds, and the Browns only have 2 timeouts left, so that's the Bengals will. That's as good as anything for the Bengals there. Might even be better. Keep that clock running. Bengals win, basically, Connor. It ain't over yet, but it's basically over. The odds of the good guys winning went up to 100% due to Burrow pulling a Rodgers and taking advantage of a Browns mistake. No, it's not 100%. The Bengals get it. Oh my God! What a stupid fucking play. So there was another potential tipped interception there that Jermaine Pratt just somehow could not come down with, even though he had both hands on it and nobody around him. But he threw it back up in the air and then dropped it. Pass interference on the Bengals though, so none of it would have mattered. I mean, no, darn. How could the refs call pass interference on us? Josh Newton is giving up 15 yards. I don't know. I just, like I said, game's over. Like, I mean, technically, no, it's not 100%, because technically, the Bengals could give up a touchdown on this play, give up an onside kick, give up another touchdown, and give up another onside kick. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds left, right? Like, if they score 3 plays in a row, then they'll, you know, they could win that way. But not if DTR keeps throwing it in the dirt like that. gonna be 2nd and 10. But honestly, like you basically got to do that. If it's a busted play, if you're DTR, honestly, that's what you got to do. If it's a busted play, it's basically you got to get touchdowns constantly to win now. So if you don't think you're gonna get a touchdown on a play, then you pretty much just like throw it in the dirt and hope that next play is better, right? Like it might actually be strategic right now to throw the ball away and stop the clock. 2nd and 10. DTR throws, and that is way overthrown there for number 88. I don't even know what the fuck he was throwing to there. Jordan Atkins. I don't know what the fuck DTR is doing on that play. It was awful. Chiefs held the Browns to 7. Well, it looks like we're going to hold the Browns to 6, probably. I mean, I don't know, maybe the defense, because the defense doesn't really care if they score here, right? So, we'll see. I mean, they probably do. The defense, the players do. I'm not sure Lou Anarumo cares if they score or not. I'm not sure I care if they score or not. DTR fakes the handoff, and he almost gets sacked, and he's got everybody all over him, and eventually, Joseph Osai brings him down after like the 3rd attempt. All right, 49, 48, 47, 46. Why aren't the Browns taking a timeout? Like, are they just giving up now? I mean, might as well. Yeah, I think the Browns are just giving up now. I think it's over. The Browns aren't even taking their timeouts. Game's over. They are. It looks like they're gonna have one more play here though on 4th and 16. Probably 2 more plays actually, because unless the Browns convert the thing here. Which they don't. It was actually almost intercepted again, but not intercepted. 22 seconds left, so the Bengals now are probably just going to kneel on it, and the game's going to be over. Actually, I would bet my mortgage on that is what the next play is going to be, because the Browns have shown they're not going to take their timeouts. So, but even if the Browns were going to take their timeouts, just kneel down 3 times anyway, because they only have 2 timeouts. So yeah, I would bet my mortgage. I would bet every single thing. They don't even look like they're putting Joe. But yeah, Jake Browning's coming out to kneel it. All right, there it is. And I'm guessing the Browns are not taking their time out. Doesn't look like it. And so that's game, y'all. 15 seconds left. Bengals get the win. Bengals stay alive for another week. It's fucking crazy, but they stay alive for another week. Hope remains in existence. 3, 2, 1, and there's your final. Bengals 24. So I correctly predicted the Bengals score, but I was too optimistic about the Browns. That's what happened. How often does that happen, where I overestimate how many points the defense is going to allow? That's not a normal thing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Titans game now. Okay, well, I'm going to catch up with these comments first, though. 21-7. F was that game. Huh? Talking about, like, the Chiefs-Browns game. Titans are coming all the way back. It's 30-38, so that's actually something to watch. Hold on. Now, there's only, like, 2 minutes left to go in that game, but, I mean, if the Titans get the ball back, there's a chance, right? So we're going to watch that. That's on commercial break right now, which gives me a chance to set things up. All right, so let me see if I can find my... Where's my other shit? Here we go, alt score. All right, and the Colts do have the ball right now, by the way, but if the Titans get the ball back, they could conceivably pull this off. So, it'd be a big result for the Bengals if the Titans could pull this off. We have just apparently hit the 2-minute warning. So, Anthony Richardson takes the snap, he throws, and it's caught and out of bounds. I'm not sure if that's the smartest move by the Colts. I'd be trying to burn that clock if I was them, or at least make the Titans take their timeouts, but... whatever. See if I can get like a nice whiteboard image here. so it doesn't look quite as weird. All right, 1st and 10. Anthony Richardson's under center. And he's going to hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor, who does not get a whole lot there. That's good. There you go. About a 2-yard gain there for Jonathan Taylor. Trying to get this thing set up. Forgive my dead air space here. There we go. And we're gonna. That one doesn't look that great, but it's what I got for now. There we go. Probably need to fix that font there. But anyway, 2nd and 8. Anthony Richardson's in the pistol, and he's going to keep it and run it himself. And yeah, he just gets the 1st down there. Keeps that clock moving too, so that's bad for the Titans. That's not good. Damn it. Make that text black. Then we'll make the background color. How about orange? Not orange. No, I'm sorry, not the background color. The stroke is what we want to make orange. Nope, that's not the kind of orange I want. There we go. And let's make that outline smaller too. It's going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Not a whole lot there. Colts are knocking on the door of field goal range too, so that's not great. Okay. How about that? I like that. What's my font? Franklin Gothic medium. How about... How about heavy? Is that better? I think it looks pretty good. What do y'all think? I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Colts 38, Titans 30. And this is, for those of y'all who haven't been here a lot, this is what I tend to do when we watch other games, is I just put like a little, like, you know, I don't have time to make all the graphics and everything, so we just put a little whiteboard up. 2nd and 9, it's going to be a handoff, and Jonathan Taylor, once again, the Titans stop him for not much there. It's about a 2.5-yard gain, and I'd say this is pretty much field goal range for the Colts, but it's going to be a long field goal, though. So, Titans still with an opportunity, but it's like I said, it would take a miracle. It took a miracle earlier, and they've done well to get to this point, but still, they're making it even harder on themselves than they need. You know? But 3rd and 7. Nice to see, though, that Colts defense is, you know, potentially worrisome a little bit. 3rd and 7. Anthony Richardson's in the shotgun formation. And did somebody take a timeout? Oh, the Titans are out of timeout. So the Colts take their first timeout. And, I mean, if the Titans can stop the Colts on this play, I would imagine this is going to be a running play from the Colts, right? Because you could just keep that clock moving. And the Titans have no timeouts, right? So, I mean, you can, like, you know, pretty much get to the point where you can, like, try a long field goal. And even if you don't get the field goal, then you can, even if you can't get a long field goal, you know, you can run the clock down to like 20 seconds left, right? And so you're basically making, with no timeouts left, that's going to make it really tough on the Titans, right? So I would imagine they're going to run the ball here. That way they can just keep the clock moving. And then they'll probably, I would imagine, go for a field goal. All right, so Jonathan Taylor gets it. and Titans once again let them get about a yard, maybe 2, but it's going to be 4th down, and that clock is probably going to run down to about 10 seconds or so. And Colts going to take the field goal, and obviously they'll hope to make it. If not, then the Titans will probably get a play or 2 maybe to try to get a miraculous touchdown. So, almost certainly not going to happen. We normally get Bears games here most weekends. That's what I would expect, John. Titans down by 8, yeah, but they're not going to. Jets muff to punt, Rams have it. Touchdown, Washington, momentum is turned. Well, we'll see what happens, Mark. Boo, Rams kneeling it out. Well, duh. 1 minute until this game gets off my screen. There's a flag on the play. The Colts might actually just go for it here, honestly, instead of taking a long field goal. Because 10 seconds left, you can potentially milk more of that clock, too. That's not a... Well, no, okay, they are going to punt now. So they took a delay of game. 4th and 10. At least we got Kevin Harlan on the Rams at Jets game call. It's over. Boo, Jets lose. Yeah. Titans at Colts is the game to go to now. That Rams-Jets game is over. Yeah, but the Titans-Colts is what I was always going to go to. 10 seconds left in the game, and the Colts are about to punt to the Titans. With they only have a 1-score lead, but 10 seconds left. I mean, what's really going to happen here? I would imagine you'd want to probably fair catch here, right? And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a fair catch from the 10 with 3 seconds left. So it's basically, it comes down to a Hail Mary now. Can Mason Rudolph throw 90 yards for a touchdown? Instead, you're not even trying to get a touchdown here. You're trying to get somebody open downfield so that they can run and maybe try to lateral it or something. That's what you're doing here. You know, crazier things have happened, but it's pretty much done now. 4th down time, delay of game, 90 yards in 30 seconds. 90 yards in 3 seconds. That'd be nuts. Houday, let's go. We won today, stranger. Not getting a lot of help from the Titans, but that's okay. At least we won. At least we took care of our own business. Mason Rudolph. And the Colts are looks like the Colts are just going to let him get it off. And it's intercepted. Game over. Okay. Mason Rudolph sucks. All right. Final, Colts take down the Titans. So the Bengals are still looking for the Colts to lose one more game. And, yeah, but, still Bengals get the win over the Browns. Bengals move ahead to 7-8. And they got a chance to really give themselves a shot against the Broncos next week. Although they're going to have to be less sloppy against the Broncos than they were against the Browns. So we'll see. Pass complete to, not to who they wanted to throw to. But it was a total long shot anyway. There was no shot. All right. Any other games worth watching from my perspective? Let's see. Only 2 games left to play right now at all. We got Commanders up 28-27 over the Eagles, but the Eagles have the ball. And they're in Washington scoring range. So maybe I go over that game. Cardinals currently losing to the Panthers 30-27. They have the ball. I might go over to that Eagles-Commanders game. I don't really care about Eagles-Commanders, but y'all keep talking about it. So, I guess y'all might be interested to hear about that. So let's move over to that game then, I guess. All right. Miami SF matters to our chance. It does. Now, it's not, again, like this Titans game. It wasn't critical, but this is probably the best chance that we're going to have to get ahead of the Dolphins, right? So, really would be nice for the Dolphins to drop that game so that, we can feel a little more comfortable. But, it looks like the Eagles are lining up for a 50-yard field goal here. Jake Elliott, who is a damn good kicker, who the Bengals once had on their roster, but chose Randy Bullock instead. Kick is up, and that's good. All right, I think the Eagles take the lead, 30-28, with 3:48 left to go in the game. Eagles 30, Commies 28. This guy is an interesting end to this game. Not that it matters to the Bengals, but y'all keep talking about it, so might as well keep up with it. Vikings at Seahawks is on. Yeah, that's cool, John. Not sure I care about that game either. Only game that I kind of care about left on the slate, really, is 49ers Dolphins. And that game doesn't start for about another half hour. But since we're here anyway, and I'm feeling good because the Bengals got the win, right? So, And also, the Colts beat the Titans, but I didn't expect the Titans to beat the Colts. To see that the Colts defense gave up 30 points and almost blew a massive lead, that encourages me that maybe they'll blow it at some point. They just got to lose to somebody, and the Titans are just as bad as the Giants and Jaguars, so there wasn't really a good game to target there. All three teams are on backup quarterbacks. The Titans playing Mason Rudolph, the Giants playing who are they playing again? Drew Lock, and then the Jaguars playing I forget his name. All right, so that's a bad throw by Jaden Daniels for just go straight in the dirt there. Vikings and Seahawks is the only late game on Fox. Yeah. Tomorrow, Saints-Packers is kind of interesting. But I don't think I'm going to stream that. I think I would encourage y'all to go watch Mikey stream for that, because I'm sure he's going to be streaming it. I'll be keeping up with that, though. That's an interesting game. But I'll give Mikey the... I won't try to steal Mikey's thunder on that one. Y'all go watch Mikey for tomorrow night's game. My stream froze. I sometimes, I don't know, man. Price I pay for not paying for cable, right? There's no point. I'd never watch it outside of, sports. And then I'm the only person in my house who would watch it for sports. So, it would literally... No point in paying for cable, because it would literally never get watched, except I would watch it sometimes. But even most of the time I wouldn't, because... Oh, crap. There we go. Most of the time, I wouldn't even be watching it live for live sports, because I'd be on here streaming, right? And I don't have a TV in this room. I could probably get a TV in this room. That might be something I might have to invest in at some point, for the sake of quality, but... No point. Right now, I see 0 point in getting cable, because the only person who would ever watch it is me, and even then, most of the time I'd be on here anyway, needing to find ways of watching on my computer. Saints season is over, but I'm not done. Saints season might be over, but the NFL season isn't over. I feel you. I wouldn't be I'd still keep watching football. If the Bengals were eliminated from the playoffs, if the Bengals lost today, I'd probably keep watching the rest of the Bengals games, and then every week Jem would come in and Jem would be like, "Why are you watching? They're not making the season's over." And I'm like, "Because they're my team." What do you mean, why am I watching? Because I want to, because I like football. Yeah, my team sucks, but that's the only team I got. Interesting that Wyoming is mostly red, Eagles... and Washington not green for this game. You mean... Wait, what? Wyoming? What the fuck does Wyoming have to do with anything? That's another drop pass for Jaden Daniels. And God, this stream is awful. Holy crap. Interesting that Wyoming is mostly red, Eagles, and Washington not green for this game. I'm confused as to what you're saying, John. Dude, these streams are horrible. There might not even be any point in trying to watch this game. Still talking about the TV map for this week. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I have no idea about Wyoming and how people feel about sports there. Oh my God, come on. There we go. God, this is a pain in the ass to get shit sometimes. Get shit to work. Back to live. Could not play video. Oh my God. We might just be done. Wait, this, I don't know if this is going to work, guys. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble on this. How about this? I'm having a lot of trouble getting these games up. Is this going to work? 3rd and 5, 2:07 left to go. I'm guessing that Washington's got to convert here. Oh, wait, no, Eagles have the ball. What the hell? Well, shit, if the Eagles convert here, then the game's probably about over. 2:07 left to go. You're probably going into the 2-minute warning. Washington only has 1 timeout left. Kenny Pickett's on the field there for the Eagles. And takes the shotgun snap, rolls back. He's going to throw, and there's a... Oh, it's bobbled. He had him. Number 6 there. Is that Devontae Smith? Whoever that is, fucking... Like, he had the fucking catch. And, like, nobody's on him, and he just completely... Yeah, it is Devontae Smith. He just cannot, like, reel that one in. He was wide open. Dropped it. That would have damn near ended the game. But now they're going to have to punt. Damn. Giving Washington a chance. Man, if Washington wins, Devontae Smith just completely screwed the pooch there. Oh, wait, no, they're field goal. Okay, well, yeah, Washington can still win, though. Kick is up, and that one is just barely good, but it's good. All right, so it's 33-28, and the Commanders basically got to get a touchdown. They got time to do it. They only have 1 timeout left, too, so. Five-point game now. A touchdown will basically win it. Like pretty much a touchdown would win it, right? Because, extra point or no extra point, that still would give the Commanders the lead. And if you with all the clock you'd be taken down to get there, I don't know if the Eagles would have any time to come back, really, especially with Kenny Pickett at quarterback. So this is gonna be interesting. This game is really going down to the wire. This game is really going down to the wire. This is an interesting one right here. So yeah, the rest of the day's slate, you got Patriots, Bills. Obviously, if you're a Bengals fan, you're rooting for the Bills to just keep that pressure on KC. Jaguars, Raiders, don't care. 49ers, Dolphins, you're rooting for the 49ers to knock the Dolphins out of playoff contention. Buccaneers, Cowboys, don't care. And then tomorrow, Saints, Packers, which is, objectively just an interesting game. Actually, no, it's not. It's not an interesting game because Saints season's over. But maybe they could play spoiler, I don't know. Have the Packers clinched the playoffs? They probably have, right? Well, maybe not, no, because Washington is the 7th seed at 9-5. So let's see. If the Packers lose out, then who would be the next closest team? Seattle looks like. That would suck for the Seattle to be the one that keeps the Packers out of the playoffs. Seattle would have to beat the Vikings, and then Seattle would have to beat the Bears, and then Seattle would have to beat the Rams. Then I guess the Packers have the tiebreaker over them, so that would... Okay. So, but if the... Oh, because the Seahawks would win their division. Okay. So then, what would that be? Yeah, the Seahawks would win the division. If the Rams win the division, then the Packers have the tiebreaker of the Seahawks. So the Seahawks are eliminated from knocking the Packers out of the playoffs, basically. 1:58 left to go, and Jake Elliott's going to kick that ball away. It's going to be returned. It's a bad kick. Returned from the 10. He gets it to the 30, 35, and tackled around the 38-yard line. Pretty good return there for the Commanders. There's a flag on the play, though. So let's see. Packers. So who else would be knocking on the door there? Arizona, maybe? Illegal formation on the receiving team. So that's going to... Or on the kicking team. So that's going to give them some extra yards. Damn. Man, this game's really going down to the wire. Okay, so if the Seahawks win the NFC West, then I guess the Packers would have the tiebreaker over the Cardinals as well. Washington's already in the playoffs. Damn, did the Packers clinch the playoffs? All right, Jaden Daniels throws, and that is caught. It's inbounds, though, so that's not ideal, really. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe you want to run the clock a little bit because it's your last drive no matter what, right? All right, so 2nd and 3, Jaden Daniels hands the ball off to Brian Robinson, and that's just an interesting call right there. He does get the first down, but so they get it down to the 45-yard line, and again, that clock's running. So they're trying to really be precise about this. So if the Falcons win out and the Buccaneers take the division... Oh, okay, so the Falcons actually could knock the Packers out of the playoffs. All right, that's another first down to Terry McLaurin there. And I think that stopped the clock, too. He managed to roll out of bounds. Yep. Good heads-up play there by Terry McLaurin to roll out of bounds and stop that clock with 1:06 left to go. From the 35 now, so the Commanders are knocking on the door here. All right, Jaden Daniels steps up in the pocket and dances out of a tackle, and he gets first down there. A lot of shifty movement there from Jaden Daniels. Great play. Great play. So he keeps that ball moving, gets it down to about the 23-yard line, and with 44 seconds left, they snap the ball. He's going to throw Terry McLaurin, and that's going to be caught for only about a 5-yard pickup, though, and that clock is still moving. 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 2nd and 4, and with 28 seconds left, they snap it. Jaden Daniels pump fakes, doesn't do anything, runs for it. I don't know if he quite picked up the first down there. And the clock stopped. Why did the clock stop? Oh, Washington must have taken their last time out. 23 seconds left. Washington takes their last time out. That's 3rd and 1. And, yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to go for it if they don't get it. But if they do get it in the middle of the field and don't stop the clock, that could be dangerous, right? And they're playing a real dangerous game here right now. 23 seconds left. What a bomb. That Hail Mary from Jaden Daniels in that game against the and it looked like a game against the Bears. That was a rainbow pass right there. That was like straight out of like the Jeff Blake moonball shit from back in the day. Southern California, Nashville, Indianapolis, Mideast Tennessee, most out of Ohio, around the... Oh, all getting the game on Fox, fair enough. Packers are losing tomorrow night. You know what? Why not, Mikey? Why the fuck not, honestly? It's going to be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who picks up the first down. Commanders need to spike this ball, though. That's what Dan Quinn's trying to get him to do. There you go, spike ball. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and goal, 10 seconds left. So you might, if you do it quickly, you might have 3 shots at the end zone. Ideally, though, you don't want to take them all. But you got to get a touchdown. Let's see, 33. No, you just got to get a touchdown. Touchdown to tie it, 2-point conversion to end it. All right. Shotgun snap. Jaden Daniels throws over the middle. It's caught. There you go. Touchdown. There you go. There you go. I didn't see who got the touchdown there. Jamison Crowder got the touchdown. Dan Quinn's calling for a 2-point conversion here. Oh wait, shit! They were only down by 4, I guess. Apparently, they were down by 5. I'm not doing my math right. So they're trying to they're going to go for 2 there. So with 6 seconds left, Washington basically just won. Dan Quinn's calling to go for 2 just in case a disaster happens, and then the Eagles can't win the game with a field goal. What a series of events there. Kind of glad that I got to see that. All right, 2-point attempt. Let's see if they get it. If they get it here, then it doesn't really matter. Game's over. It's 6 seconds left. But the Eagles do have 2 timeouts left, so technically, like, a crazy fucking play, getting them in field goal range, something crazy could happen, right? All right, and it's going to be a run from Brian Robinson. He gets in, so the Commanders take a 3-point lead, 36-33, and it is what a turn of events. Looks like the Eagles are probably almost like barring a complete and utter miracle set of events, this one's over. All 100% of Washington or Montana, both Dakotas, and Minnesota. No. What happened? What happened, Mikey? I'm way ahead of you. No spoilers. Yeah. Dude, people are always ahead of me. I don't know why. So I guess I apologize about that. But, the good news is, if you watch through, like, some sort of streaming service or something, or if you have, like, DVR, you could always, like, if you're like me and you just despise the TV announcers, but you like, streamers, what you could always do is you could always, like, pause the actual game and sync it up with me, and then I'll basically be calling plays in real time for you. That's what I do that with Tom Grassi all the time. Before in a previous life, when I watched Bengals games on my own instead of on the internet with strangers, I used to do the same thing, but with Dave Lapham and Dan Horde, and try to sync the radio up with the TV broadcast, because TV announcers suck. You said fail Kant's winning out? Well, that would be, as far as I can tell, that's the only way that the Packers miss the playoffs right now, is the Packers losing out and the Falcons winning out. So the Eagles are going for the lateral try here, and that doesn't work out. There's a fumble, and the Commanders end up recovering the fumble. And that's it. The Commanders win the game, y'all. Commies take the win in pretty incredible fashion. I didn't even update that scoreboard. Commies win 36-33. Game over. Bengals take the win. Go 49ers. Go Bills. Next week, go Giants, I guess, because the Titans couldn't get the job done. Cardinals and Panthers went to overtime. It's tied 30-30. Interesting. I'm not switching to that game. I'm sorry, I'm not. But yeah, so go Bills. Go 49ers. That's what I'm looking for the rest of today. And then next week, obviously, go Bengals, like duh. But next week, go Bills again, and go Giants, I guess. Great. Not looking forward to that one. And then barring like if the 49ers don't get the job done, then go Browns, I guess, right? And then Chiefs Steelers, just pay attention. I'm not going to say that I want any particular outcome to happen there. Just pay attention, see what happens. Right? Go Buccaneers, boo Atlanta. It's fair. Fair, John. I do that with Dan and Dave every week. See, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. So, I'm not saying anybody's going to do that with me, but, maybe one day. I don't know. But, yeah, that's how I've kind of always envisioned these streams. Like, if you want somebody less shitty than the TV announcers, I'll give you another option. Worst case scenario, we all come and hang out and shit, right? I think everybody likes that. And that's really honestly what the whole point of all of this really is. But my vision when I started this was like, maybe I'm better than the TV announcers. Who knows? If not, it'll be fun for me, and we all get to hang out and stuff, right? So, but anyway, Bengals get the win. Now they got to go beat a good team next week. See if they can get that done. But who the fuck knows? That's what I do. I come to hang out. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, John. Kitty goes, yeah. Well, you also don't even like football. Like, you just like hanging out. But you've already said you don't like football because it's violent, right? All right. So anyway, I'm gonna leave. Panthers get the ball punted to them to get the ball to 49. So they should have a pretty easy way to win here. But I'm not gonna stick around and stream that. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'll leave y'all as always with a hootie.